Pre-stream dance. Pre-stream dance.
Pre-stream dance.
Do that pre-stream
can't dance. My mind has been blown.
Pre-stream dance.
Do that pre-stream dance. Okay.
What's up, bitches? It's your girl, Buff.
Yeah, okay, we're on, girl. What's up, bitches? Alright, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. My name is Hedgehog. Today I am joined by my 3 friends, James Best and his 50 alt accounts. That's what you're seeing in the messages right now, is James's 50 alt accounts all being banned.
Yeah, I banned all of your accounts, James. Now you can't troll us anymore.
Also, we're joined today by the beautiful meme queen Alamise.
Hi.
Oh, jeez, mute myself. Mute.
Oh, shit. Where is this coming from?
That's my phone. Okay, and finally, of course, we are joined by the Dragon 100 Sugar Daddy Dragon.
I'm here.
The master of banning James's alt accounts.
Hey, Mark Howitzer is an innocent man.
Mark Howitzer's an innocent man? Was Donald Trump an innocent man?
That's a question you don't want to bring up on stream. We don't talk about politics.
Furious
Is Donald
Thunder
Trump
says,
an innocent man?
Is Donald Trump an innocent man?
Hey, it's my
Hey! Oh God, already.
It's your boy.
We're going down the path. He's kicking your butt, Dragon.
Hello,
what are
my
you
son.
doing? You need to defend your honor. What are you doing?
No,
Sorry,
that's my
Hedgehog,
son.
you have to
He is
dump
taken.
Dragon and date his son now.
Apparently I do. It is the way of the hedgehog. I'm sorry, Dragon. We have to break up.
That's fine. Honestly, I get it. My son is a beautiful boy.
I'm kidding. Thank you very much, Akeem Gesture. And thank you very much, Tyrant. Bonjour, everyone talk about religion and politics. God doesn't exist and Donald Trump can suck my non-existent dick. Okay, that's my.
Hey, we don't know for sure that God doesn't exist. They may.
We don't know for
Okay,
sure if
moving on.
Hedgehog's dick is non-existent.
I was gonna say we don't know that for sure.
Someone in here does actually.
Yeah,
I'm just
James.
gonna say. Yeah, James definitely knows. Definitely
All right.
knows.
Also, thanks for popping in for a second, John Hummel. Thank you. I hope you get well soon.
Oh yes, please go to sleep, get well, watch it later. We love you. Thank you very much, my good sir. I will get in touch
Hedgehog,
with you.
you didn't make him the soup I asked you to make our son.
No, I'm sorry. I
Wow.
was too busy. Fucking around and editing Jameson's for goddamn 20 hours.
That's fair.
Wow, there's so many people here tonight. There's so many new people here.
I was gonna say I don't recognize some of
Chris
these names.
D.
Yeah, these are
Matt
some new
Timmons
names.
says Trump is a
They're
lizard.
all my alts confirmed.
They're all James's alts. They're all James's
See, that's
alts.
the thing is, once you start a stream with James alt, and then all of a sudden it's a bunch of people we don't know, I'm very confused which ones are James and which ones aren't.
Which of these are James?
Secretly, James is
Hey,
all
Genesis
19 people in
the
the chat. He's
magical-
been pulling a long con.
Oh yeah.
Long
Genesis, the magic talking hybrid, says here I'll subscribe. Thank you very much for your subscription, my good sir. 3 Shades of Crimson, we are James. No, I know you, 3 Shades of Crimson. You've been here before.
He has?
Yes, he has. He's been in past ones, yes.
Oh.
Sayori.char says, can you make more incorrect DDLC?
Nope.
Maybe. It depends on how much time I have. I've been doing a lot of big projects recently. Jameson's a new thing that's gonna be here soon that some of you have heard about. More things after that. The Hogcast need to start up. So if I get time and I'm feeling it, maybe, but probably not.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
No, I'm not feeling it now. Aaron Kennedy, I have not been streaming for the past 2 weeks because I have been performing in a play. So I'm back now, though. And anyway, speaking of which, we should get going to what we're supposed to be doing today, because maybe if we... Grayman
Okay,
says,
but before we do, Akin Jester says, I love you, Fructose Father. I love you too, my son.
Is he your favorite son now?
No, I don't have
Whoa.
a favorite son.
You don't have a favorite son?
Whoa. Parents don't have favorites. They all secretly have a favorite.
They all secretly-
I mean,
Just, I don't have a favorite son, and if it did, it wouldn't be Tyrant.
All right. Grayman says, can you make more videos? I make a video every day. What more do you want? I'm dying. Okay, anyway. I am also one of your patrons. Hey, 3 Shades of Crimson. I didn't know you were one of my patrons. You must be under a different name. Thank you very much, my good sir. Well done, my dude. Well done.
Thank you for paying me an Alamise.
Thank you for paying. And anyway,
Yeah.
Thank you.
while we're talking about the patron, we might as well mention the Patreon. So currently the image is not right below me because I'm on the wrong setting. But if I move currently over to
Whoa.
the other one, you can see
Which you should.
there's a bar below me which says
Whoa.
we have a Patreon, and if you would be so kind as to follow the link in the description below, you can go to my Patreon, which helps pay me, and it also helps pay my friends, except for Dragon, because he's a stupid head.
He has the merchandise.
Yeah, he is.
Yes. He's a stupid head. I don't know why he's still here. He could do so much better, but okay, whatever. Alright, so, how do I make merch? I don't know. How do you make merch? You can make merch
If you
in
want
many
to
ways.
buy merch,
Hey!
I have the answer to that question, but
That's right. What is the answer to that question?
the description.
Whoa.
Just go into the description. I know it's this magical little place called the
That
description.
no one ever goes to.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, I go to the description sometimes on videos that I watch.
That's true. That's true. Every once in a while you do.
How do I get money to Patreon? That's a good question, Madge. Maybe she answer that, Hedgehog.
You get a job.
Whoa.
I was gonna say rob a bank.
Or sell drugs.
Sell yourself.
Sell your
Sell
soul.
your body.
Sell your body.
Whoa.
And then
Sell
double
only what you are
and then double your money in a blackjack game.
Sell only
That's
what you are
exactly
comfortable
right.
selling. There we go.
Okay.
The
All right.
But if you're
House always
comfortable selling your
wins.
body, it is a good option.
Okay, right, so here we go. Time to read Homestuck. So last time what happened on Homestuck is that John Egbert got tossed into a crazy-ass game, and he's currently sitting in the void. Diad is nowhere to be seen. Rose Lalonde had to go to her dead pet's mausoleum to fucking get an internet connection. And Dave Strider is just still dicking around in his house. Dave Strider is still...
You missed all of the important stuff that happened last Homestuck.
What were the
Alex
important
P,
things?
the ultimate
That's
hacker,
right.
hacked John Egbert's computer.
Alex She hacked the stream, and
Nana Sprite.
Nana Sprite was a thing.
Yes,
Nana Sprite
Sprite made an appearance.
was created, and James sent me porn of her.
Oh god,
No, oh.
he did. I
Good
saw
boys
it.
deserve treats, Salamis.
No, stop!
Oh god, stop, James! No. No.
I am disgusted.
I'm sure.
Disgusting.
All right. Anyway, here we go. We got to get started. Months in the past, but not many. Oh look, you're right away. You should. You.
What? Aw, man.
You
Rats.
are right away.
Rats.
Hi, happy birthday, Rose.
Hello, and thanks.
Did you get John's present yet?
I just opened it at this very moment. What a stunning coincidence you would ask me about it now. I am stunned.
Yeah, I know. What will you make with it?
And who said it was something from which something else could be made?
Well, John did tell me what it was, duh.
I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks.
Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say the way you and Dave always do.
Maybe. His birthday is in a few months, isn't it?
Yep. I finally finished a present for him. I've been working on it for years.
Years? It's so hard to tell when you're joking, or if you're even capable of it.
I just mailed it too, so it is sure to get there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here.
I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him.
I don't think you really mean that.
I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into?
No. Sorry, but you are sort of hard to shop for. Besides, I have something for you today that I think you would like better than something in a box.
Oh?
It is a tip.
This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on.
Did you have a pet a long time ago that died?
Yes.
Okay, well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot?
Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings towards the animal as lukewarm.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. Just, what if someone told you you could play a game that would bring him back to life?
If someone told me that, I would regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask preemptively, is that someone you?
Yes, that someone is me. I just thought you might find it interesting.
So what is this game?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later, and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They are way more into all that stuff than I am.
I'll see what the word on the street is about it in due time. For now, I should probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It would be a shame if I ran late with John's present.
Get Katana. Also, everyone in the chat's just saying how it's Monica still,
Yeah,
so I just want
I
to bring up
know.
that first image real quick.
Thanks for that.
You're
Thanks for
welcome.
that. It's not like you sent it to me earlier today.
I had to bring it up for the Homestuck to get you in the mood.
Preemptively bring up the cursed image.
Yes, of course.
That he messages me at least once a week, so I may never forget.
Thank you, Pencil Tip, for making that cursed image.
Thank you,
by the way.
Pencil Tip. It is beautiful. We are literally Dave and Rose, and it's very
Yes.
Okay.
You capture log your katana, 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 = 9, mod 10 is 9, and prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe, retrieve dead bird.
Ooh, this one's a YouTube video.
Dead bird.
Dead bird. Hi, apartment building. Very dead bird.
Continues to be a dead bird.
Grayman, if I do full screen, then you won't see the whole video because my screen is cropped bizarrely. Otherwise, I would.
Oh boy, that's a lot of meteors.
That's a lot of meteors.
What do you mean?
There's
That's
a
just how it
forward
rains in
arrow.
Texas.
Oh, you're so right. My bad.
Dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what's up with this sick heat. The sun threatens to set, but won't step off. It's staring you down like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove it's tracing around the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching in like warped That's another fucking spoiler, hussy.
Wow.
Hussy. Hussy.
Hussy!
Like a warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Might help to fizzle this sizzle a little bizzle, set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. I hate Dave's raps. They hurt me.
No, they're so good. What are you saying?
I love Dave's
They're
raps.
great.
So don't change the dizzle, turn it up a little. I've got a living room full of fine dime brizzles, waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle and the shizzle. G's to the bizac, now the ladies here we gizzo. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. English romantic poet, John Keats.
Damn straight.
Yes.
Dave, exit your room and go into the living room.
Oh, God.
Sorry, little dude, coming through, gotta pull you down for a bit. You figure you've left him hanging long enough.
Why is that puppet low-key Dragon?
True shit.
It is, though.
True shit. True shit.
Nah, I'm more of a little Cal, or this next
Oh,
guy.
God, no. No. Don't
You
even
barge in
mention
and see a
Cal.
familiar face. A friendly face.
Pity the fool.
Ah, pretty the
Ah,
fool.
pity the fool! You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days in here. At night, he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's the puppet chest he stores little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. But when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere. And with good reason, because Cal is totally sweet.
No.
So sweet.
No.
Man.
No.
Pity the fool. It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound humorous irony. But as usual with your bro's exploits, this is no ordinary irony, or anything close to a pedestrian Tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass, and that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on.
I'm so confused.
Strider logic.
Strider logic.
I understand this 100%.
See, I feel like that's me and Lalonde logic.
Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You'd never tell him that, though. Find Lil Cal and give him fist bumps.
Gamepad
Cal is
31.
nowhere to
Sorry,
be-
I'm late. What did I miss? Everything. Continue.
You missed everything.
I like that little green ass.
Oh, yeah.
Plush rump.
That plush rump.
Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn around haphazardly. You guess these things are kinda cool?
No.
Sort of?
No.
Play game on the Xbox. It looks like your bro was playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of a totally intense gaming. Not like him to misplace Cal either. Man, you hope the little guy's alright.
I hope he's dead. A violent, brutal
there
Oh,
you
God,
are,
no.
dude. Didn't see you there. We be chill today, Cal? Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chill. Cal's the man.
No, he's not.
Resist great urge to play bro's Xbox. You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad snacks, yo. And get this way rude hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook is dead to that shit. But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like a railing or a piece of the wall, you'll have to reset. Fuck this shit. Give Lil Cal a bro fist bump. Oh man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the C-Man some props.
Damn straight. That Aussian? Yes. Just before I forget, everyone in the chat out there who has already read Homestuck, please do not put spoilers in the chat because of the fact that 2 of us have not yet read Homestuck. That one will pass. That one's fine. But yes. Hey, Pencil Tip. Have some dinner. Come back. We love you, man. We talked about the cursed image.
Yes. I also, what's scary to me is how much bigger Lil Cal's arm is than Dave's.
Yes.
Which means that in real life, this puppet is the size of like a teenage boy.
Can you see why I am terrified of it?
That just makes it funnier to me.
No.
Nah, man, it adds to its level of irony. It's like tier 5 irony.
Oh, God.
See, she gets it.
No,
she understands.
It just scares me. It scares me. That
I mean, if I
puppet.
saw it in a hallway at night, I'd definitely run the other way, but like, still.
Oh, at some point in my life, I'm gonna dress up like Little Cal and stand in Hedgehog's doorway and just wait.
God, that's what you're gonna do for
No,
April Fools.
You can't stand in the doorway. You have to stand in a hallway, like to the side, and then just step out when she's walking down the hallway.
Oh God, no.
Oh, she'll just turn the corner and just
And I'll go, no, fuck
she'll
off.
she'll burn her house down. This.
I will punch you and then burn my house down.
I'm glad at least we get a little bit of abuse in there.
Yep, yep. You have to get punched.
Your bro has so
Record
much
it,
sweet
says Eric
gear.
Kennedy.
Yes, I will.
Oh God.
Your bro has so much sweet gear, it's hard to keep up with it all sometimes. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peep.
Oh
Look at your
no.
brother's computer.
Oh hell no.
Oh, hell no. Your bro's computer is password protected, and of course, to protect all the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course, you know what the password is, and he knows you know it, and you're both cool with that because the password is the most awesome thing it can be.
Oh no, what is it?
You will
You
never
enter
find
the
out.
password. On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff
Look,
he's working on.
it's your desktop.
Oh, that's much neater than mine.
Wait,
That's very
it's only
true.
6 letters. The words are Avi, Little Cal.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application complete bullshit to keep up with the ludicrous amount of websites and news feeds he monitors to stay hip to the scene. New folder, new folder, new folder, new folder, new folder, new folder. Delirious biz nasty and complete bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Open complete bullshit. This is complete bullshit. If you read through these, they're all horrifying most of the time.
Absolutely.
Plush Rump, your online one-stop go-to for the plumpest, plushest bear rumps this side of Jim Henson's fantasies. And half of the shit is like cut into 3 syllables for one word. It's all like sideways. You can't even read it.
Tony Hawk ride rolling out November 17th. Oh, that's spooky.
I like how Hussey is definitely implicating that this dude is looking at puppet porn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he more than implicates it later.
Great. Oh, no.
Don't worry, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Check if Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff has a sweet update. Your bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator, just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your various blogs and, of course, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
Of course.
You navigate to the latest comic in one of the many bullshit feed bands. This is Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Bro, I got a ticket for the big game. It's sports.
It's sports.
Dog, I'm so jealous. You know I love the big game.
Oh, yeah.
And there he goes. The big man has the rock.
He's driving so hard through the paint downtown.
Alley-oop for the slam dunk.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Mouse over the orange stripe containing Plush Rump. Here it is.
Here it is.
Soft Ash has joined. Foam Friend. Hi, Soft Ash. Quivers from Proboscis at Soft Ass.
Bet there's a lot of give to that ass.
By Limp Legs Akimbo. Soft Ass. Bounce a coin off it. It's not going anywhere. Foam Friend. Yeah, I bet that coin will take a good nap there.
No!
I feel like Finger Puppet has a very new meaning on this website.
Oh, absolutely.
For all the fuzzy, fluffy, frolicsome
I love how Alamis
and more.
I love how Alamis is just like freaking out, and James is like, "Yeah, this is my Tuesday night. I don't know what you're talking about."
What do you mean? Is that not James freaking out on the screen right under puppet cams?
Oh, that's very true. That is totally James.
I'm a puppet, confirmed.
Confirmed?
We're all puppets, James. Another one of your bro's many ironic websites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through this enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar a year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow. So, Alamis, just so you're aware, he not only watches plush porn, he makes it.
Yep. Of course.
What a beautiful thing.
What a beautiful thing.
Stop wasting time and look for Bros Beta. You guess you've messed around in his computer long enough.
You gotta remind you, Dave is 13. Dave is 13.
Oh, yeah. His childhood is ruined.
His childhood is ruined.
He's just, he doesn't even have eyes, but you can just like, I love the little like face he has. It's just like, the butts are staring into his soul.
Oh, yes.
And he's staring back. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose, or worse yet, your bro catches you. But, my God, the rumps there. Trends fixing. That's one of my favorite lines in the whole time.
Me when a hot girl passed by, be like,
the rumps, they are trends fixing.
Oh, God.
You know this is ironic and all, but your bro reaches echelons of irony you could only dream of daring to fathom. But on rare occasions, when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad unsettling.
Dave, I hate to break it to you. I don't think he's being ironic.
There he is.
Oh, God, no.
There's my boy.
No.
Oh, hey there, Cal.
No!
Can we just appreciate this face for a moment? Let's just stop.
No, please, can we just move on? Please, can we move on?
James Theory 101. Lil Cal has the soul of Dave's brother.
Yes, clearly.
Oh God.
Little Cal is actually a demon from hell.
Little Cal is the soul of Satan.
Little Cal
Give
is
Little Cal his fist bump.
And he's contracted with Dave's brother. They have a contract.
Oh yes, yes. Cal is in relation.
Part of the contract is Little Cal has to be in the room every time Dude Bro has sex with someone.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Just in the corner staring, face down.
What's really funny is that that's actually a headcanon amongst the fandom is that if Bro ever does it with anyone, Lil Cal is sitting there in a chair in the corner.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's just can we not have the puppet? It's just yeah, he's just gonna watch. He needs something to keep him occupied,
I swear to God, if you ever try to do that, you will die.
If I ever get a Lil Cal, you bet your ass.
No, it is not. I will burn it.
Wow.
I will burn it. I will burn it.
Bold of you to assume it won't come back the next day.
I was gonna say you burning it won't kill it.
Just a reminder, you guys didn't read the text in that window.
Wait, did I
What
not?
window?
Yeah, you didn't read the type of fist bump that you gave him.
You also didn't read. Oh, hey there, Cal.
I did.
He did.
We did. James, we did that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you just did bad. They read that.
And we did read the give Lil Cal a nervous fist bump.
Yes.
We did that too. So it's,
I didn't hear that part, but okay.
oh,
You
you're sort of
just did
starting
bad.
to flip the fuck out without losing your cool, of course.
Of course.
Hester John to ease your nerves. You get Egbert on the line again to give him the lowdown on your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot, but he's not answering. You wonder what that guy's up to. Hey, what's up? What happened with the monster that is totally definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppets are still awesome. No problems with them or anything. Just really, really awesome. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house was burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or what. Hester Rose.
Oh my God, yes! Yes,
there you
this
are.
is my favorite, yes!
John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire yet or what?
No, for now I have retired to the safety of a smaller building which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence.
Oh, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you out of there, so I'm working on that now.
Working on it?
Yeah, my bro's copy, long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little.
You're referring to your brother's collection.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever. Or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little too far and it's kind of fucked up.
I've seen his websites. I like them.
Ah, well, you would. Oh, man, I wish Lil Cal wouldn't look at me like that with those dead eyes. Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out.
Interesting.
Oh, God, why did I just tell you my dream? You're gonna have a field day with that.
I am currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published paper is forthcoming, because, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me.
He won't answer me either, but I am watching him. I suspect he's preoccupied with the fact that he's just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown.
All right, I'm out. Later.
I guess it's the later conversation that is hilarious, but that one's a close second.
So, James, that's you, the seconds in the future.
Oh, seconds in the future, but not many.
John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine. Enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere. Deploy the Punch Designix. John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shale you collected to use and finally deployed the Punch Designix. It is in your study. I can only drop it, though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try. I'm updating my walkthrough. No! And it would help to know what it does. Don't update your walkthrough for the love of God, Rose. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful. I respect the Lalons more than I respect Monica, yes.
Alright, so finally I have lines. I gotta get into my Johnny.
So I can see, stupid, lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting crazy for some reason, but my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm all right now. Rebuild the claw hammer and return it to Specibus.
You are getting way better at this sort of thing. Confront Pogo Ride to prepare yourself for Nana.
Nana.
Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the Pogo Ride from the bathroom window. You not like what you see.
Show me anyway. Enable flash player. Allow it. Yes. Yes! Giddy up! Use the arrow keys! Insane combos! Go!
How do you play this?
Very carefully!
You have to click on it and then just use the arrow keys back and forth. And I always beat Hedgehog at it.
Oh, shut up.
You're beating me, definitely. I have no idea what the fuck I
Alright, what'd you get?
I got 3,000.
What'd you get, Dragon?
Ha! 70,000.
Ah, I only got 53,000. Darn it. And Alamis is just zoned out.
Names.
Oh, sorry, I was busy playing the Pogo game.
How would you get?
I clicked out, so I don't even know.
Those sons of bitches. No one risks painful injury on your green slime ghost Pogo Ride. No one but you.
Drop something heavy on one of those imps. Boop, 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 boop.
Splat.
Clonk.
Rose, my piano!
Sorry, no nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. Guess I can't really do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though.
I guess you're right.
You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist.
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 Christ.
Grist.
Christ. So, that means I have to go out the back door?
Yes, is there a problem?
Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies.
You're right, that does sound dumb.
Can you see her in the kitchen?
Yeah.
What's she doing? Is she baking?
You could say that.
Are you sure you can't get that griced up to me somehow?
Maybe. And don't you mean grist, John? Use Pogo
Grist.
Ride to
No.
fling grist through window.
Grist.
Grist.
Christ.
Doesn't look like that grist is going anywhere. You just never know with these gaming abstractions. Use Pogo Ride, or drop Pogo Ride in John's bathroom.
Oof.
Boop.
Get griced.
Here, Tenny says you may pronounce it like grist because of the infamous Homestuck holiday known as Gristmas.
Grist.
Christmas.
No! Grist. Look, that Ozian says grist as well. I'm winning.
Get
Actually, Grayman says greased. I like that one the most. I'm gonna go with greased.
greased. Get griced.
Yeah, see, Gristmas.
Oh
It's
my-
Gristmas.
No, it is not Gristmas. It is Gristmas.
It's literally, the term is literally grinding for
I
materials.
don't care.
So it's
Phonetically, it
grist.
should be grist.
Phonetically, I don't care.
The word is grind.
Bird is the word.
I'm glad you agree.
I have no say on this matter. I do not care.
Keep going, James.
Fair enough.
As I've said 2 times now, get griced.
There you go. Now why don't you check out the Design-Ix? You can do that while I get to work.
On what?
Piano! Level up for slaying the imp! The piano in its valiant effort has unfortunately been slain. But if it hadn't, it would have raked in so many boon dollars you would have no idea. So many.
Rip piano.
R.I.P. piano. Let's have a moment of silence with piano. It's time to build.
I was gonna say, that's too long.
Nana said to build, so that's what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But this sure is going to take a lot of grist. Looks like you're going to be busy, John.
Black, you mean griced? I mean, well, what are you building?
Stairs. They are fairly expensive, actually.
Oh, man, I could have warned you about stairs, Rose.
John, no.
The chuckle.
I'll try recouping some of the grist from the catwalk I built earlier.
It keeps happening. You keep saying grist and not griced.
Ah, good. Looks like I can get a refund for earlier allocations.
I told you, Rose. I told you about stairs.
Okay, consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this without immersing ourselves in Strider's non sequitur.
Did you know he thinks puppets are cool?
Does he?
He's so dumb.
I think Grayman's right. We should just go with greased.
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 Griced. God
I have
damn
a
it,
question. What's the thing with the stairs? What's the stairs thing?
It's Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You literally were not paying attention.
So Dave writes those stupid comics that we were reading earlier. And one of them is
okay.
I warned you about the stairs, bro.
The
and it's
one that
of the
pops
biggest
up when you press
Homestuck
the
memes,
website.
like, of all time.
Yep.
KK.
It just keeps happening. Okay, so you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious, but you can get started with something of a foundation for upward construction at least. A keen gesture. Maltos Mother versus incorrect pronunciations. Yes! Thank you!
Did you just say a keen gesture?
I might have. A keen jester? Jester?
Wow.
I meant jester.
Gesture.
Jester?
Baggles, grist, gesture. No one trust her.
Don't forget vag.
Oh yeah, and vaguely.
Vaguely. Vaguely.
Oh, I hate that. It's
Ha.
vaguely.
Yeah,
It's vaguely.
How can anytime you ever say anything is pronounced right, I will never believe you because everything you say is wrong.
Maybe I'm right and the world is wrong. Have you ever thought about that?
Well, if you're the only asshole in a room,
Yeah, I am the only
Chances
asshole in
are.
the room.
chances are you're the only asshole in the room.
Yep, I am. I will fully admit that. At least Grayman agrees with me. At least she says milk right.
No,
Yes.
she doesn't.
Milk.
Yes.
At least
Milk.
it's milk.
At least it's milk!
Yeah, milk.
No! James, keep going.
Check cabinets for imps or useful items. No imps in here, just a lot of shaving cream. Dads love shaving. It's basically all they do when they're not baking, that is. Bring 2 cans of shaving cream. You capture log 2 cans of shaving cream just in case. You never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa beard to ratchet up your prankster gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window.
R.I.P.
Ride Pogo ride. It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You'll just grab it and hang on to it until the right moment presents itself. Equal sign greater than. The towel floats back down to the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete.
Damn straight. Check up on Nanaquin. See what's cooking.
Yes.
Lots.
Nanakin. Oh, I love that. That's a good name.
Lots is cooking.
So many cookies.
Cookies.
So
Good
many.
boys deserve treats.
Oh god, James, no.
James.
James, no.
James.
James, no.
Make your way to the study.
I like how I just obliterated that imp.
Yep, beautiful.
Oh yeah.
You may not touch my cookies. These are for my grandson.
You shall not pass!
Yes.
These are for my grandson. Wee!
Equal sign, greater than. It looks like the imps have taken a shining to the Cruxtruder. Cruxite and black goo everywhere.
Oof.
Ride Slimer Pogo and one up that imp.
Yes.
Well, okay, it's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyway and brandish your deadly armaments.
Is that Dragon in the picture? Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Ride your steed to victory.
Yay!
Woo!
Equal sign, greater than. This is incredibly dangerous. Flip the fuck out.
Do it, John.
Let's see how they like the old double barrel lather blaster. Whoops, oh shit. Equal sign, greater than. Mr. John, respect.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
that's
that's Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
That's Dragon.
Mr. John, respectfully ask that you please stand up.
Please stand up.
Would the real John Egbert please stand up? Oh,
Drop it
excuse me,
like it's
Grayman is right. That's not Dragon in the picture. It's his much hotter twin brother, Dargon 420.
It's Dargon 420.
Who is
You're
my
right.
real
forgot.
boyfriend.
Am I the
Dargon
am I the
420?
black text while you're
Yes.
blank?
Yes.
All right. Don't move or the Pogo gets it.
Now, sir boy, flee from this boorish rabble post-haste.
Boy.
Boy.
Boy. Woo! You throw.
What a badass.
You throw.
Nice abscond, dude.
Whoop. Here, Alamis, you want to read this one? Be the refrigerator.
You want to be the refrigerator?
Be the refrigerator.
Sure. Am I just a refrigerator and I say that?
Yes, level up for slaying the
Yeah.
imp.
Level up for slaying the imp.
This is you too. You're the refrigerator.
Skyrockets up the. How do you say that?
Echo ladder?
Echo ladder.
The
Yep.
Echo ladder to a new rung. 5-star General Electric and earns
Woo!
$285 boon. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance.
Yeehaw!
Well, John, polite congratulations.
For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Wherever that feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from your erratic moods.
I still don't know what playing cards are, and it bugged me. Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query to ask.
That Ozian says it should be pronounced Esha ladder.
No.
No. You're,
Esh.
this is
Esha-
this is
aesthetic.
this is one place where I'm actually correct. It is Echo ladder.
I know, listen, if we agree, you know she's right.
Yes.
Sounds fake, but okay.
I know, right? You'd never believe it.
I'm right about a word. All right. I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the designics. John, imp's behind you. Should I take care of it? You trapped your PDA again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless. Drop something heavy on one of those imps.
Dang, it went all the way through the floor.
John, might I bother you for a can opener?
Oblivious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You think there's probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by a refrigerator. Equal sign, greater than. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is that nincompoop doing?
Years in the future. But let's not get totally carried away here. A studious eye darts about the page like a honeybee gathering the nectar of wisdom.
Please,
Typical
thank you.
human.
You are welcome. Good day. How do you do? Splendid, and you? Gratification. Further courtesy, favors mutually curried.
Munch.
Rip.
Elixir known as T. Absurd vestigial fourth digit is
Cantilevered.
That's so
Everyone is-
pixelated.
Everyone is polite.
Who they based this off of the British, didn't they?
No.
Potentially.
Not at all.
Wait, does this person eat to gain knowledge? Interesting.
No, he's just hungry.
Oh,
Well,
he's just
Rose, have fun.
he's having some munchies.
Oh God! Fuck! Oh wait, no. This is just the appendix.
so many of them
This
too.
is just
They're
the
all.
appendix. They're just the appendix. These are just pictures with
Well,
small
yeah, you gotta go
captions.
through 'em. Go
Heck
ahead.
yeah. I can't take as many as I'd like to for comprehensive documentation. For what it's worth, here's what I've managed to collect so far. More captures forthcoming. 413 Sprite. Co-player John assesses environment after transition to medium, followed by Sprite sans kernel, prototyped once pre-hatch, completely useless in this form. 413 Power. Severed from suburban grid, house remains mysteriously powered. Convenience presumably facilitated by game, which perhaps deems navigating a powerless house to be a handicap, less in keeping with spirit of game's principal statement of challenge. 413 Interact. Internet connection remains stable as well. Will likely remain stable until the internet itself is compromised by some external threat. Something like, oh, let's say hackers.
Alex Chi.
Oh no!
Alex Chi! Kill monsters, get grist, build onto the house.
Nice.
That's the game. Don't know what the point of this was at the time. Floundering trial and error on exhibit. 413 Prototype. Unsuccessful attempt at Tier 2 prototyping. Knowing what I know now, I might have avoided using a back-breaking vade mecum? Yeah, if it's Latin, it's vade mecum. For practical jokesters rife with antiquated lexicon and racist aphorisms. Either that, or I might have tried harder to succeed. 413 Disconnect. Final screen capture before I lost my internet signal for a time. I don't know what happened thereafter, but when I returned, the car was nowhere to be found, and the driveway plateau was in a state of disrepair. The mysteries, will they ever cease?
Nope.
413 Nana. Sprite prototyped once more with grandmother's remains. She treats John to some helpful exposition in a friendly and grandmaternal manner. Remember when Neptune severely wounded Alex Chi? Only James knows. Says Greyman.
I remember.
413 Weirdo. Co-player has displayed inexplicably capricious behavior since arrival. Stress-related? Contracted virus indigenous to realm? It should be noted he was kind of a weird guy anyway. Dab. Designix. Designix deployed. Still no clue what this does. At mercy of co-players' foolish prioritization tendencies. Haha, capricious. Get it? Ha ha ha!
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Capricious, Dragon. Capricious.
No, I don't get it. Explain it.
Oh, you're just being an ass. 413, Grist. Grist payload from slain foe. Whether I deal the damage or co-player does, yield is same. Though I had a significant advantage in battle, taking measures into my own hands deprives John of hand-to-hand combat experience, which ostensibly will become more critical later. No honking here!
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Critical.
Honk.
What's up, everybody?
Who's screaming in the back?
Yeah, what is that?
Ignore it.
Woo!
It's not coming from the other room.
Not at all.
Oh!
Well. Building, the point. Building upward, the point, sharpened and directed. 413 Steed. Ah, steeds, what steeds? Has the whirlwind a home in your manes? Is there a sensitive ear, alert as a flame in your every fiber? Hearing the familiar song from above, all in one accord, you strain your bronze chests and, hooves barely touching the ground, turn into straight lines cleaving the air, and uninspired by God, it rushes on. 413 Barbasol Bandit. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck he's doing here. 413 Really. Another one of these things. Really, Egbert family? Really? 413 A view of his kidnapped father's room. I can't see in here for some reason. Perhaps this is because John himself has never entered the room. It is possible that I can see only, in a sense, what John can see, or has already seen. I have not found the time to discuss this with him yet. If he enters the room, the question may answer itself. Thank you, that Ozian. I'm glad you enjoy my rose voice. Construct loft above John's room. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Doop, boop. I have to make sound effects so y'all know where I am.
I was gonna say thank you for the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, and she makes a little. Oh, it's a ladder. I thought she was making a railing. Safety, but I guess not. Ladders seem to be a bit cheaper than stairs.
Fellow John, it appears we have reached an impasse.
Yes, it seems so.
The opener dilemma remains unsettled, most unfortunately.
It is unfortunate, I guess. What are we talking about again?
But it has been a pleasure nonetheless.
Thanks for the courtesy. It's not really necessary, but thanks anyway.
Oh, but thank you.
Oh no, don't start this.
Okay.
Thank you so very, very much, dear favorable small primate. I shall take my leave now, John. Until next time.
Alright, wait, where did all this sweet loot come from? And why is this suddenly a crumpled hat on your head? Gather Grist.
Grist.
Examine Grist. Examine Designix. Feeling especially economical with your behavior suddenly, you scoop up all the Grist in the
Grist.
room and turn your attention to the Punch Designix, all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There is a blinking red light and a diagram etched into a panel. Oops. Equal sign. Greater than.
Duke, 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 Duke. Answer Dave. Oh, here it is. This must be it. Maybe. No, it's not
Okay,
this one
wait,
either.
hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass.
What is the specific problem? Oh, this is the one. I love this one.
The problem is, I'm up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong.
You know you like the mannequin dick. Accept it.
I am enrobed in chafing, wriggling, god-fucking damn puppet pelvis. An obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face.
I don't care if we've read it before, Julius Temi. I'm just reading it again. Let's put this into perspective. You put up with the puppet prostate because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word.
You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I've burrowed fuck-deep in a lively, fluffy Muppet buttock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching foam noses. It's like a fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis in here. Like, the proboscalypse, I guess.
Are you going to start rapping about this?
What? No, listen.
Prong of flesh bereft of home, found solace twixt a cleft of foam.
Oh no, Jesus.
Of apocalypse your thoughts eclipse, a painted pair of parted lips that dare through kiss to stir the air, that teases tufts of orange hair, and though faces flush and lovers fits, hands snug in plush as gloves befit.
Okay, Dickinson, if you can shut your perfumey trap for half a second, this is serious. I'm just saying, if I see one more soft bulbous bottom being like, kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and win like a medal or some shit.
Then let's hope there will be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall.
I can't read the word pirouette anymore after the Jello fight.
After the Java fight, yeah.
Oh, God.
Observe back of the first visible capture log card.
Oh, here, Mr. Sir, I have a solution to the grist conundrum. What if each character pronounces it differently? Then there will be no need to argue. Here we
That's
go.
what I've been doing, but Hedgehog's been really salty about it for the past few minutes.
Excuse me? James is the one who's been salty. I've just been having to dish it out because he's
I
been...
mean, to be fair, James has just been reading, and you've been...
And you've been
corrected.
saying your pronunciation is right.
He's
you
been...
trying
He
to
did that
force your
before me. He was saying
No,
it
I
to
didn't-
me.
No, it was all Hedgehog's fault.
Oh my God, you shut up.
Obviously. Always Hedgehog.
Aaron Kennedy, chaos.
Chaos, chaos.
Chaos.
I can do anything.
Alright. You flip over the top card containing your Pogo ride. Anytime you capture log something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You've always wondered what the code was for. Damn, these things are hard to read, but then you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps. Examine reverse side of hammer card in Strife Specibus. Looks like cards from your Strife deck have codes too. Enter capture code as seen on back of Pogo Ride card. You enter the code DQMMJLEK into the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is.
I can't
The
read
red
it.
light switches off. A green light begins blinking. Insert card. I heard a Hedgehog say Gray Man, so I'm going to continue over her.
No, I said I can't.
Oh. I can't what?
Decipher it.
Oof.
Are you a robot?
Type in
Yes.
NZ7UN6BI.
Thank you so much, Akeem Jester. This is the worst stream to watch during No
Jester.
Nut November. Hashtag puppet ass. I said Jester that time. I said Jester that time.
I know, I was just
And
correct.
it is. It's gonna be hard. All of the men out there with No Nut November, and all the women too who are No Nut Novembering. This puppet ass is gonna be extremely painful to go through.
Oh,
But I
yes.
believe in you. I believe in all of you.
I don't believe in any one of you. I think you're all gonna nut instead.
I've
At that
nutted like
tasty
the
puppet
first
ass.
day.
Wow.
Wow, James. Thanks.
So-
I know.
I
Wow,
agree.
hedgehog. In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process with that card too. Both cards are now punched with different hole patterns. Attempt to retrieve Pogo from card.
Mad at you. The rumps are exceptionally, strongly plush.
Oh, well,
Yes.
that should just be a simple matter of uh-oh. It looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access the item anymore, or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now, and the items they contain are toast. But maybe all is not lost. Recalling from your experience with the pre-punched card, you may be able to use the cards to replicate the items in question, assuming you got the codes right, that is.
Yeah. I
Mash
was gonna be like both of
keys,
you to assume the codes are right.
mash keys
I'm sorry,
heedlessly.
James. Are you trying to say something?
What, James? Are we all talking over you again, James?
Want to hear my
Hey,
reading?
James, are you trying to say something?
You want to hear my reading?
As we proceed to talk for another 10 minutes. As we see to flirt mercilessly for 10 minutes.
Not
Yeah.
quite. Not quite through with your cowboy. Ah, fuck me. Empiricism.
No, I don't really want to.
Empiricism just yet. You mash at the keyboard to generate a random code. You enter. The design X stops you after 8 characters, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a call. Equal sign, greater than. You figure you might as well burn the shaving cream since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. You also figure you might as well merge the 2 cans onto 1 card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't around for this. You have a feeling he would get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. Equal sign, greater than. You punch the card with a pattern that is in no way related to the code for the item it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. Equal sign, greater than. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you just freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with the pent-up chatter of anxious pesterers. Equal sign, greater than.
My life when I get on Discord after being gone for 2 hours.
Equal sign, greater
This
than.
this lonely imp, yeah, I know.
That too. That's just
Or
my life in
shadow.
general.
I don't like that a jester is looking at stuff.
Equal
That one
sign,
of those imps.
equal sign, greater than. Oof.
Oof. That's a
Equal
bathtub.
sign. Equal sign, greater than. This is not the beach, this is a bathtub. Oof. Rip wall.
Okay, well.
Answer your chums.
All right. let's
Puppets. Awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter.
John, I'm about to throw a bathtub through your wall. Watch out.
Equal sign, greater than. Wow, that was so totally unnecessary.
I made a shortcut upstairs. I thought it would be a good idea to get up there and try the cards as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly responsive.
You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. I'm supposed to climb them?
What does Hussy have against stairs? They're perfectly navigatable. I'm saving on grist for now. If you keep slaying foes, collecting grist, and expanding the cash limit, we may not need to be so economical with our resources in the future.
Equal sign, greater than.
So why didn't you just build a way up through that hole into my dad's room?
Have you ever been in there?
No?
Exactly.
Huh?
I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort of outlandish harlequin decor— Typing error, Hussy! What sort of outlandish decor your father keeps in his room.
Oh, come on. What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through.
Will you?
Yeah, why not?
Are you saying you've never wondered what's in there, or why it's been kept a secret from you?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Then trust me, you won't be going right on through.
Wait, are you saying there's something, like, troubling in there?
I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you see in there?
I can't see in there.
Oh.
But I don't have a very good feeling about it.
Whatever. I think I can handle a few more stupid clown paintings.
Julish Temi, he
I
forgot the
don't
word
trust like that. What's gonna
in
happen?
between sort and outlandish.
What's in the room?
What's in the room? Move
What's
pre-punch
in the
cards.
room?
Move punch cards to John's room. He's into BDSM.
Oh,
One-
okay.
100.
Wow,
Hiya,
okay.
family.
Hiya, family.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, drag some Crooksite dowels up to John's room.
Collect Grist. Examine safe. You swoop up the bountiful supply of Grist generated by your co-player's recent exploits. From now on, it will probably go without saying that you'll nab any Grist lying around without making a big fuss over it. You check out the busted safe, which has made a noble sacrifice in battle.
R.I.P.
Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings and 2 rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books comprised at least half the weight of the safe. Examine Family Tome of Humor. It's another copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. This one looks really old, perhaps an original printing. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears to be similar to your
Did you just say
reprinted-
per usual?
Yes.
Perusal.
Perusal, James.
Perusal. Fuck you. It appears to be similar to that reprinting.
Dragon
listing
already
all
did.
the-
Wow.
Well, you know, I get sloppy second.
No.
Oh.
Chicanery that you have come to know and love. You catalog it, thinking you may give it a closer look later. Examine contents of safe. I'm gonna piss you off right now. You take a look at the other book. You're short DI.
What?
What are you
Wait.
doing?
What
So
happened,
you
James?
keep correcting me, so I have to make every word wrong.
Oh, okay.
That'll screw you.
Okay.
Oh, I was just talking about you violently cut in and out, and it was horrifying because it sounded
Oh,
like
that
you were
wasn't
having a
cutting.
stroke.
That wasn't cutting out. That was me having a stroke.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, James.
Please help me. You take a look at the other book. That rhymed. Your dad thought
Dad.
this was a fuck scintillating
I
read,
think that's right.
but looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in this safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you. Some things about him you'll never understand. Equal sign, greater than. It seems he has been collecting scraps from the news over the years. These articles go back decades. Space rocks knock local burbs block off. Populace oblivious to broader significance of events, assuming there is any, which there definitely isn't. Shortly after 4 a.m. today, a downpour of meteors in a residential neighborhood became yet another instance in a pattern of recently lucky cosmological phenomena. The incident, aside from property damage and loss of life, was downplayed by authorities as not at all that big of a deal.
Hedgehog, look at the bottom left corner. Crocker facility levels. Fairly Cappers. Yes, Crocker.
Crocker.
Look at the piece of paper taped to the wall. Son, if you're reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, you're entitled to what is inside. I know you will take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you. Turn the card over. 024913. You guess this is the combination to the safe. This is completely useless. Examine back of capture log card on floor. You guess these are all zeros, or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think. Capture log the card. Enter code on back of card into Designix. Punch card.
Wait, John, before you punch that... Oh. I was about to say, if you first took note of the code, then remove the card from the card, you could have punched the blank one. You would have only burned one card instead of two.
Oh yeah, you're right. Damn it! Throw hat down in disgust. Oof. Captured log punched capture logged capture log card. Kill me. What? Take PDA. The 2-card Sildex inventory of dumbasses. Level up. Yeah, boy. You've leveled up to pesky urchin. Who's Colonel Sass?
I'll be Colonel Sassacre. Level up for slaying the imp.
The Colonel soars to new heights on his echolata, reaching the rung one-man julep vacuum, and pockets 9,550 boon dollars. Chump change for the genteel, aristocratic Southern Colonel.
I'll be the bathtub. I'm already bathtub.
James, I hate you.
Bathtub, level up for slaying the imp. The bathtub surges heroically and surpasses the rung. Archimedes Aqua Cradle. Proceeding directly to vaunted rung Taft Jammer. The tub makes off with a cool 490 boon dollars. The tub's basin capacity remains unaffected.
So these are both references to historical stuff. Archimedes, Aqua Cradle. That was about displacement of water or some shit like that. I can't quite remember. But Taft Jammer is because President Taft got stuck in the White House bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Alamis, would you like to be the safe?
My friend showed me Taft porn of him getting stuck in the bathtub.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Why did you bring that idea into everyone's mind?
Is this the same friend who shows you all the porn?
I can't hear the word Taft without seeing it, so now you can't either.
Is this the same friend who always sends you porn?
Mm-mm.
Different friend?
No, this was a friend I trusted.
Oh my god, that's even
The
worse.
betrayal was even worse, made even worse. Okay. Level up for slaying the imp. The safe was slain in battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Voltholla.
Tear it up.
Hey.
That's beautiful.
Hey.
Make your way up those stairs, post haste. You're not sure. They look pretty precarious to you. But you've been assured the stairs are perfectly navigable. Navigable. Equal sign, greater than. Lousy goddamn stupid stairs!
I warned you about the
But you
stairs,
didn't say
man.
lad scramble. You had to say lad scramble.
Oh, lad scramble.
Yeah.
Yeah, pencil tip, you missed a lot.
Oh my, what?
Uh-oh.
What is happening on the next page?
Uh-oh.
Do.
You know what's happening? Dave is ignoring little Cal and finding the beta.
Good for him. He should do that.
You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy, though, like the kind where instead of getting all worked up about it, you don't actually give a shit. One of your brother's rad and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing, though. You know this drill all too well. Troubles are brewing. Take expensive ninja sword.
Also, that jigsaw puppet, just no.
Wanna play a game?
No.
Wanna play a game?
No.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I do.
No.
What sword? I don't see a sword.
There's no sword there.
Exit your bro's room. You approach the exit. There's something on the door you haven't seen before. Looks like one of your bro's ironic comics he left for you to check out.
Why is Lil Cal just like
Teleporting?
Okay,
No, it's not. It's not that. No, it's obviously not teleporting. You can see an entity carry it and then run away.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You can clearly
Yes.
see an entity moving.
Yeah.
it.
Yes, you can.
Wait, does his brother have super speed or something? I'm so okay. Anyway, moving on.
What have I done? Animal, Please start breathing. Oh God, please breathe. Okay, make believe time is over. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. What will Nanny do to me if she finds out? No one can ever know. I have to hide the body, but where? Think, imagination. Ugh, this one time I really need you. Click.
Hello,
Ralph.
I want to play a game.
Oh, James, no, you got this. Go, man.
I want to play a game. To player.
To playa.
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 Equals sign, greater than.
Okay, some of the
Oh my
stuff
God,
you
a
know.
cane
he's
gesture,
just
please
leaving
stop.
around
Thank you, but please stop.
Little cow wild at AF family.
Wow, please stop. For your own sanity, please stop.
I love it. I love it.
Please stop.
Pencil Tip
Okay.
Workshop says, to play a game or not to play a game.
To play.
That is
the question.
question.
Oh God.
Okay, some
Actually,
of
the
stuff
question
you
is, do
know.
you want to play a game?
Do you,
Want to play a game?
you got games on your phone?
Oh God.
Mom said
you got
it's
games
my
on your
turn on the
phone?
Xbox now.
No, be quiet.
No, James, it's my turn on the Xbox. Okay, some of the stuff you know he's just leaving around to get under your skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upsmanship to get your goat. The same goat you've been meaning to bleat like ironically, but that will still have to wait for a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get this stuff like this, and this is probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you'll get it. But honestly, you think its material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now. Go into the kitchen. No sign of bro here either. Well, aside from the absurd quantity of awesome dangerous stuff he leaves lying around.
Dave is 13.
There's
Transfer katana
so many
tonight.
weapons.
Oh yeah.
There are fireworks in the sink. In the sink.
What? Where else would they go?
Hey, you can
Not in
extinguish
the
them if they
sink.
try to go off. It's fine.
With an escalating sense of threat, you think it's time you shift 9, your katana 9, to your specimen.
Ah.
You figure it's better to free up the card anyway, since you might need to grab some of this stuff. Dave, set blender to mix. You guess bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet. Pretty gross.
Are you sure it wasn't alive?
I feel like it was totally alive.
That was probably
There's
a frog
Jigsaw.
and not a puppet. I feel like that was a frog.
Yes, that was definitely a frog. Oh, look,
You
there's
spot
Jigsaw
one of your
again.
bro's many webcams nearby recording the incident. It seems he may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that.
You're gonna end up on the website, bro.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you look at Dave, there's a tiny little exclamation point
smallest.
popping up on
It's
his...
the tiniest little exclamation point.
just to let you know that he noticed something, but not enough that it makes him not cool, you know?
Because Dave's always
Yeah,
cool.
He noticed it, but like not in a way to be uncool. Just
Oh, yeah.
enough
absolutely.
to notice it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, capture log, the gut sword. Do it. Become
Capture
the
log
black
Buster
swordsman.
Sword from behind microwave.
Become the black swordsman.
This might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit than your own sword. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs.
True.
Set blender to crush ice. It's just sort of bouncing around
Oh,
in there. You're making a bit of a mess now.
Oh, God.
Hide evidence in microwave.
Oh!
See, like, his hobbies are cool and all, and you guess he's got to put his shit somewhere, but what if he wanted to heat up a burrito or something? This kitchen is pretty much useless. Grab those fireworks. You capture like all the fireworks. 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 2 is 15. Mod 10 is 5. The sink has to offer. You just know these are going to come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck in the garbage disposal. Capture log shurikens. You grab the shurikens, 5, and hey, careful where you're putting stuff, especially if you're looking to turn your Silodikes into a powder keg full of sharp things. You put the box of fireworks, 3, back into the card and prepare to start over. Or card 3. Apparently, that settles that, you guess. Take nunchaku.
Nunchaku! Because you can't just say nunchuck.
You take the nunchaku 3, once again grabbing without thinking ahead. First, you capsule lock the box, 5, again, while adeptly avoiding the shuriken trap, which you yourself set only moments ago.
Dude, dodge.
Dude, dodge.
Dude, dodge.
Dude,
Dude,
dodge.
dodge.
Dude, dodge.
You again round up all the fireworks. Time to regroup here. Capture log each shuriken individually. You grab each shuriken one at a time, knocking out those nunchaku. But no worries, you've got a plan. Capture log nunchucks.
There we go.
You take the nunchucks, 6. Everything seems to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes you gotta compromise with this modus. Just top left.
Oh god, no.
Yeah.
No. I think Matachu says it best. It just describes Dave's whole character. Dave needs child protection services, but it's kind of funny, so we don't think about it much.
Is that not his entire character
That is his
arc?
entire character arc.
No, Dave needs child protection services, and we notice it, but only enough to notice it, not in like a concerned way, just...
Yeah,
we gotta
it's the
say,
tiny
"Ooh,"
little
you know?
exclamation mark in our heads.
Dave, examine fetch modus. You flip over your fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing. Oh well, who cares? Press eject button. Oh, hell no. Not after all the trouble you went through to get that stuff situated. This is potentially a very dangerous button.
That will come in handy later. / Dave will remember that.
Dave will remember that.
Dave, remember that.
Change to Scrabble Points hash modus. First, you program your modus with a Scrabble Points hash function, adding it to the list. A equals 1, B equals 3, C equals 3, D equals 2, E equals 1, F
What
equals
is
4, G
that?
equals 2, H equals 4, I equals
It's the
1, J
Scrabble
equals 8,
points.
K equals
Oh,
5, L
Scrabble
equals 1,
points.
M equals 3, N equals 1, O equals 1, P equals 3, Q equals 10, R equals 1, S equals 1, T equals 1, U equals 1, V equals 4, W equals 4, X equals 8, Y equals 4, Z equals 10. This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you'll have to empty your Sylladex to select it. You're just not going to do that yet. No way. Check the box detect collisions. Okay.
Because detect collisions does nothing.
Take the skateboard. And just what is this guy so happy about? What is he looking up at there? You think if you see one more soft, bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, you're gonna fly off the handle.
Oh no, not his nose. And it slowly falls down.
Honk.
Honk. Honk.
You take the skateboard, 6. Actually, no, you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the wheeled ride, 7. Man, your inventory's nomenclature is getting lamer by the minute. Capture log the unplugged power cord. You take the power cord, 5. Wait, no, not gonna work. Think of a new word for power cord. You take the battery pack, 8. Damn it. You take the battery pack, 9, using the Y as a consonant. Sylladex reluctantly accepts. It is a tactic notoriously employed by hash map noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bro's around to see.
Oh, but he has the webcams,
You fool. He is there.
Oh my god, it's his bro moving little
He is
cow.
there.
Okay.
Yes. It is.
I love this
I
panel.
know that panel! Dave's little girly jump.
Well, see, my thing is, I picture him, like, screaming like a little girl, but, like, only on the inside.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, he does not make a single sound
Those
in
sunglasses.
reality.
A
We think
telemarketer.
we think the sunglasses in the family are for cool factor, but it's really to hide their eyes, which would reveal all of the shit they've seen without the sunglasses.
A telemarketer from Japan is calling me. Should I answer?
Oh my god, do! Onegaishimasu! That's to eat, never mind.
Hello?
Nunchaku.
Nunchaku. Anime. Otaku. Weeaboo.
Welcome to the idiot baby
Hello,
hotline for
person
idiot
from
babies.
Japan. Hello?
Julish Temi, remember how his full
Hello.
name is Dave Elizabeth Stripe?
And I'm calling from instantautoinsurance.com.
Oh.
And the
Whoa.
reason for my call today is because we are partnered with the country's top auto insurance providers
Really?
No way.
to save you up to 40% of what you are currently paying.
Oh my god, James, you can
40%.
save 40% on your car insurance!
No. I don't own a car.
That silence! Just, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
And the dude was just silent.
I didn't know what to say. He was like,
Okay.
Okay.
you could say 40%. No.
40% of 0 is still 0, mate.
I don't have a car. Okay.
Minute of silence. Okay.
Honestly,
That's
yeah,
how
I'm with Manitou. Honestly, I thought he was a robot until
I thought he was a robot too.
Oh my god.
I'm glad I opened that. I answered that fucking call.
That was amazing.
Oh,
That was
absolutely.
amazing.
I know telemarketers are probably luring me to say yes to shit so they can use the fucking voice recording, but fuck you, no.
No.
I don't even own a car.
I was gonna say Geico can save me 15%, and you only want to save me 40.
Seems fake. Seems fake.
Well, telemarketer calls from APM. Well, the call from Japan, even though the guy was definitely not Japanese. So I assume.
Hi, I'm a marketer from Japan.
Hello, I am marketer from Japan.
Yeah, I would have laughed if it was like a really shitty, like really fake Japanese accent.
Hello, I am marketer from Japan. I give you a deal on car insurance. You get 40%. 40% off.
40% though.
40% off. Hi.
Don't you want to save 40%, Oni-chan?
Oni-chan.
Hello, Oni-chan. Do you want to save 40% on car insurance?
Honestly, if I got a telemarketer that said that, I would
wrap it up and move on, kiddo.
my credit card number.
So if I called you and used that voice, you would give me your credit card number?
No, only if it was a telemarketer from Japan.
Okay.
Since I know a telemarketer is probably gonna call say, I'm just gonna do a fucking copy pasta of the 3 numbers on the back and the expiration.
Attention, all Fortnite gamers.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, let's search for some mad snacks, yo. Oh, it's just little Cal again. You can never stay mad at him.
Yes, you can.
Anyway, you've got to get this way rude hunger under control. You figure you ought to scope the fridge for some grub. The hunger is so ill-mannered it would take a room full of snooty dowagers. Dowagers?
That's like so like the dowager countess is like the former countess, like her husband has died.
I just watched Anastasia today.
So she's the former countess because now her son or whoever is now the count.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The hunger is so ill-mannered it would make a bunch of snooty dowagers commit mass suicide. Open refrigerator.
Guess what?
Oh god, more shitty swords. Of course, you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you've got a pretty much no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet. Take swords.
That's not a healthy environment for a child. Anyway, move on.
Yeah, but it's funny.
But it's
To hell with it. You try to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and brace yourself for it. Oh, looks like that worked actually. 2. You capture the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. Dave, use Ice Maker. It's still hot around here. You dispense several cherry bombs. Wait. Who's that looking at you in the reflection?
No, go away! Cursed image, no! Cursed puppet, no!
Where'd the little dude scamper off to this time? Capture log cherry bombs. You go for the cherry bombs, 9, unsuccessfully. After mulling it over for a little bit, you take the red spherical salutes, 1. Take blender. Blender 2 is a pretty simple word, and you can already tell it's not going to work. Instead, you take the whirling blade pitcher. 4.
Whirling blade pitcher.
That sounds better than... Oh my god!
Really
Also,
a much better name for
also
it anyway,
Dragon.
you think.
That's kind of a reference to all the words.
Yeah.
It totally
Yeah,
is.
This is totally a troll reference.
Totally is. Absolutely.
100%. They won't know what that means until a little later. But.
Nope. You shan't.
Anytime I see a blender now, I'm just gonna be like, nice whirling blade pitcher.
Hell yeah.
Nice whirling. Trust me, this comic will have you doing that to a lot of things.
Yes, absolutely.
I do not. I call chickens cluck beasts 90% of the time. All right. That's really a much better name for it anyway, you think. Activate garbage disposal. That's not dangerous.
No, not at all.
How did that not explode?
I don't know. Oh my god!
Stuff
What
down
about
Mr. Purple Guy into
what
the
about
garbage disposal.
muscular galloping hoof beasts?
Hoof beasts.
Hoof beasts. Go, guy, go, puppet, go.
You're still not so sure what he's so happy about, or what he's looking at up there.
No one will ever know.
While you at it, you dump the contents of the blender, whirling blade pitcher, into the disposal, but you suffer an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection, something above you. Look up.
Oh no.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away in there when he's busting out his rad stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with these weird mind games. There's no way anyone would be serious about aping those shitty movies.
Dave, he's
Use
not
the
being
turntable.
ironic.
I don't think so. Dave, use the turntables and cinder blocks to make a fort.
Yes.
It's a pretty sweet fort you just made, and you're pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now. But rather than get inside and take it for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up to that hatch. Yank cord. It's time to face your destiny. No going back now.
Damn straight. Welcome, Eshok. Thank you for joining us.
No!
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave! This is
I switched to the next panel.
this is what you come back to, Eshok. This is what you come back to.
Squeak. Squish.
Just Dave just slowly sinking.
That's the sound that I feel Dave's making with that face. Just
Boop.
Yeah, there was pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there.
Yep.
And we read this.
We read
was
this
the
already.
Puppet ass.
So yes, as Julius Tummy said earlier, I did read this actually. I did a dub of it in my old days when I made a couple videos like a year and a half ago. More than that now. But yeah, no one ever watched it. It's so sad.
Read the note on the hatch. Bro, roof, now. Bring Cal. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen.
Hell yeah.
Dave, burst out of the puppet pile like the one.
Yes!
And now be the other guy.
You are now the other guy.
Hi, other guy.
Hi, other guy.
Take dowels and sheets from bed and make a tent.
Wait, guys, I just realized. We're already at page 615. We might make it to Jade tonight.
Oh, we
When is
totally
Jade?
will at this rate.
Sounds fake, but okay.
7:40.
740.
Alright. This is so much fun. A huge waste of time, yes, but so much fun.
Oh my god.
It was fun, great event.
Oh my god, we're gonna make it to Jade.
We will. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Alamis to actually speak.
I know, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Carve a totem of the punched Pogo card. You put the punched card containing the Pogo ride in the slot and carve a totem from one of the Cruxite dowels. Repeat process with other cards and dowels. You use the card containing the code for the hammer, as well as the one with the random code you punched over the shaving cream card for the helmet. You carve the respective totems for the cards. Do the same thing with the capture log cards. You make a totem for a capture log card. Pretty bare bones looking totem, if you ask you.
Collect totems. You stow the totems in your Athenium. Produce capture log card. The Alchemiter requires 1 unit of any type of grist to produce 1 card. You decide to use shale since it seems generally less awful than build grist as of now. You make a whole bunch of them.
Whoa, did you just make all these?
Yes.
Sweet, thanks. What did you do with all the blue wobbly vase-looking things?
I brought the totems out to the Alchemiter to test them. I'm taking some things into my own hands to save some time.
Okay. == greater than.
You create. I think this is me. Maybe. You create a
Yeah,
hammer.
because Rose is doing
Yep.
stuff.
You create a hammer at the expense of 2 units of build grist.
I don't think you should be doing this while the imps are there and John is not there to grab the weapon.
You make a pogo ride too. -5 build, 1 shale.
No, they're taking the things!
Yep. You use the totem carved with the random code. You create a rocket pack with some random crap stuck inside it. Looks like a cinder block, a violin, and a flower pot. The items have rendered the device completely inoperable. That Ozian, I'm already Lancer.
Stop.
I'm already Lancer.
You
Stop.
figure you might as well put this piece of junk to use.
I'm already Birdly.
Stop.
I'm already Susie.
Stop. I hate that meme.
Why do good girls like bad
Living
guys?
Tombstone created a monster he cannot kill.
I've had this question for a real long time. But,
James,
So
hit or
many
miss.
capsulog
I guess they never miss, huh?
Oh my god.
I've been a bad boy and it's plain to see. So why do good girls fall in love with me?
Honestly, that one doesn't bother me as much as the fucking Tracer one. The Tracer one kills me inside.
I
Maybe
like
I'll be
the Tracer.
I'm already Tracer. What about Widowmaker?
No. No.
I'm already
I'm already
Widowmaker.
Widowmaker.
No.
I'll
I
be
hate it.
Bastion.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Bastion.
Keep going. We want to get to Jade tonight. Keep going.
Yeah, let's do that.
Using a little strategy, first you grab Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavaney, and then the cards, then you ejected PDA, then the book again to flush the cards into your deck. Nice going. Turn on Detect Collisions. You flip your Fetch Modi, but find no such option. This is idiotic. Read book, be the Wise Guy.
I have to read this. This
Go
is
right
my
ahead.
calling.
This is going to take forever, but go right ahead.
An introduction. Who's this wise guy? Blood loss in the Big Easy. New Orleans, 1977. The close-up room at the Magic Castle was this mean little box that tended to fill up with so much smoke you'd swear someone was cremating a wet dog in there.
Or
In walks
vaping.
Anderson. There isn't much that gets liquor to pause its journey from the table to my lips, but I'll be the bastard love child of this listless octoroon if that kid wasn't the cat that swallowed the canary in a dapper little hat. It looks like he was testing the tensile strength of his suspenders to the damn near limit with a pair of cocky thumbs. I wasn't impressed. But I was a fool. Somehow in my motion for another beverage, he'd already slipped into polite conversation at a table held down by some notoriously brusque regulars. He had them in no time flat. They were melting butter in his glass ramekins. Whatever tidy yarn he'd spun to win them over, I didn't catch a word of it. One of them laughed. I was angry. Envious? Maybe a little. Yeah, you bet I was. Anderson had one of those little wooden finger choppers that Mickey Hayes used to sell. The kind where the blade could be removed and clearly shown. It was very convincing little guillotine that did not look like a novelty store toy. Hayes would get a guy to examine the chopper and then cut a cigarette in half. Then he held the guy's hand up, told this silly story. The story, of course, was that artifice a distraction for the guy in the audience while he worked the stuff with the chopper. Or it would become that once his famous chopper trick was perfected, vaulting him into fame, fortune, and the crowning position within television judiciary. With what became his signature aplomb, Anderson was moments in front of a breast pocket gauze, profuse apology, and redoubling determination. It's really amazing how hard it is to find a bloody sausage-sized piece of a guy on the floor and of a room that dark and smoky. Impossible, I think we all proved. Just as impossible as blind Willie Buttermilk Stubbs was going to find it to work his trumpet tomorrow night without his twiddling fingers.
Can I just say, though, vaping makes you look like an idiot and an asshole.
I didn't know you vaped.
I don't. I know people who do.
Bro,
It's
you
so...
even vape, bro?
It's so stupid because I go around a corner thinking, oh, someone has cotton candy, but no, it's just Sandra and her cloud of lies.
The cloud of lies.
That's the quote from the stream. That's my quote from the stream today. No, it's just Sandra and her cloud of lies.
The cloud of lies.
Cloud of lies. Okay.
You never really understood what Cavaney's relation to Anderson was, or why he wrote this book about him. His ambivalent attitude towards your favorite magician, and these anecdotes always struck you as a little weird. And to be honest, you tend not to read much of the text in the book. You mostly like to look at the diagrams for all the cool tricks. Equal sign, greater than.
A-hole in the ace, aka the a-hole trick.
Great.
Here is the perfect example of how Harry could ruin several decks of cards, waste everyone's valuable time, and have you love him for it. He was good at that. One day, he noisily emptied his suit jacket pocket on the hood of his car in search of change for the meter. A clunky metal thing slid from the pile and bounced on the sidewalk. As I retrieved it for him, I asked what he was doing with a hole puncher in his pocket. His face lit up at the question like he was an elf, and I asked him how he felt about climbing into the hollow of a big tree to bake some cookies or something. The 2-foot, 6-inch height differential between us caused these comparisons to enter my mind. A small crowd has already gathered around before he even produced the pack of unmolested cards. How people seem to gather and how they even know a street performance is about to take place, I'll never know. It's perhaps Anderson's greatest trick, luring the marks like that. I wanted to ask if he was sure about this, performing in broad daylight. He was used to working in dark rooms. It was usually the first thing out of his mouth when he would queer a trick. I'm really more accustomed to working in a darker room than this. But Harry was excited and had already butchered his first deck of cards with the hole puncher. Issued the first round of apologies to the crowd.
And Dragon cringes.
These were like, what?
You cringe. He's ruining
I
cards.
will. No, he ruins cards in the name of magic.
Okay.
And that's what 90% of magic tricks are.
Okay.
It was usually the first thing out of. Oh no, I already read that. Where was?
But Harry was excited.
Yes, but Harry was excited, and he had already butchered his first deck of cards with a hole puncher and issued the first round of apologies to the crowd. These were like the primer apologies, the sort that got the folks loosened up a bit before the 7-course meal of ingratiation that would inevitably follow. He asked me for a fresh deck of cards, and I gave him one. The principle behind the trick, in theory, as he explained to me later, was to punch holes in what appeared to be one card, but was in fact 2 or more together, hence the difficulty he often has to squeezing the puncher with his little elfish hands. Then, using some coy maneuvers with his thumb, temporarily concealing the hole while he slid the card beneath it with his palm. The hole would seem to disappear and move to another part of the card.
Oh yeah, that's right, the old hole in the ace trick. Interestingly enough, pertaining to punching holes in cards and making them disappear and stuff. Your hands were never really strong enough to make this one work all that well either, but actually, this gives you an idea. Equal sign, greater than.
Plot device.
You overlap 2 of the punched cards. They mask each other's hole patterns.
Whoa.
Mask my hole any day. Put both cards in Totem Lab. You carve another totem using the new combined hole pattern. Take it to the Alchemical. Oh man, looks like Rose made a million hammers for some reason. Get all this shit out of the way. You're about to make something sweet. Equal sign,
Are we sure Rose made those?
Ta-da!
No.
Not
I don't think
any
she did it.
farming themselves? Just saying. Okay.
Oh
It
shit.
totally is, just so you know.
It's my
There
stream.
it is, boys.
It's my stream fucking thing.
It is. It's
Your
your pogo
profile
hammer.
picture.
It's your
Yeah,
pogo
boy.
hammer.
Equal sign, greater than.
You got the pogo hammer!
You got the Pogo hammer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Practice with new weapon.
Boing, 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 boing. Boing, boing, boing. What did you do?
I combined the cards in the lathe thingy and made this. It's so sweet. Man, look at me go.
I see. That was a really good idea, John. Nice work.
Thanks. I got the idea from Harry Anderson.
Who?
You know the show Night Court?
No.
Well, bottom line is, he's awesome. That's really all there is to say on it. Attack the nearest imp to test Pogo Hammer's strength. Oof.
Boing.
You just
You
got
get a-
boinged out.
You get a vicious arithmetic. Rhythmic.
Rhythmic?
I hate
Arithmetic.
Rhythmic bouncing combo going and easily slay the imp in one blow. You and the Pogo ride are catapulted sky high in the process. Equal sign, greater than.
Boing. John arm.
Equal sign, greater than. Equal sign, greater than. Sweet catch. Equal sign, greater than. Equal sign, greater than.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pester John.
Hey, that was a pretty, nice,
Sweet catch.
save. Oh, yeah, that. This is pretty comfy. Why don't you just, like, carry the bed around with me on it, up to the gate out there?
I can't interact with you directly or anything that you are touching if it will result in moving you. See?
Aw, lame.
The game probably regards that as a kind of cheating, in a way thieving you of your free will as an adventurer and the need to advance by your own skill and ingenuity. The server player is just a facilitator.
Well, okay. All that scurrying around kind of wore me out. I think I'm going to rest here for a bit. Rose, can you keep the imps at bay? Like, drop some stuff on them if they sneak up too close?
No, you should pick up your hammer and defend yourself.
What? Come on!
I have no idea what the hell Dave is up to or if he's any closer to recovering the game. There's some stuff I'd like to try in case he doesn't come through.
Oh, alright. I'm just gonna rest my eyes here a second.
Yes.
Bad idea, buddy.
That's officially James's band hammer. Yes.
Can
There it
confirm.
is.
Z.
Z.
So Dragon's Basic confirmed that mine looked like Mjolnir, and this stream confirms that James is a pogo hammer.
Yes, absolutely. Check Alchemy Excursus. Not that you ever use your band hammer, Dragon.
I did 3 times for James's alt account at the beginning.
I've used my band hammer more than you have.
That's fair.
Alright. Looks like a sort of index documenting all the known results for punch card alchemy combinations. This could be a convenient resource as you start to stumble on more useful card combinations. But ever since John started punching cards, you've been contemplating other ways this item manufacturing system could be put to use. In particular, if you obtain the code for any item at your disposal, you think you could theoretically send the code to John and he could make it himself. That is, if you can think of anything that would be worth sending to him. Capture log Suburb server CD. You eject the disk and capture log the server CD. Message
Nice
John
one.
the capture code. What?
Nice fire.
Oh, yeah. Go, god damn it.
Go.
Rose.
Poop.
Baseball X2 combo!
I'm still watching the thing.
I just
The facepalm times 2 combo? Or the wake up?
I can't explain it.
He's seeing
Wait,
things
talking
in
about-
clouds.
Wake up.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Oh.
Yeah,
Dad. What?
cake.
Fruity gushes.
Oh, I love fruit gushers. Oh my god.
Gushes.
They're the best.
Stop it.
Wait, why was there just randomly a pumpkin at the end?
It's
You'll
like
never
Dragon
know.
Console
You'll
fucking
never know.
things.
Equal sign, greater than.
Hey,
Whoa, there you are.
how is your adventure going, John?
It's okay, I'm making some progress, and Rose finally connected.
I'm assuming you finished.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
James.
Okay.
What?
Oh,
You just like halfway
Yeah,
through
you
that
cut out.
cut out, so I was like,
It's
oh,
okay,
goodbye,
I am making some progress, and Rose finally. She is helping me now.
Okay.
That's good.
Oh, but like, I don't think I'm actually saving the world here. For any face. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that.
Well, I think whatever it is must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will all turn out for the best if you stay positive. Just keep listening to your grandmother's advice.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I don't think I mentioned Nana to you, did I?
Oh, I don't know, didn't you?
I don't know. Maybe you talked to her Dave about it or something?
Yeah, maybe that was it.
They're really weird when they talk to me about you. Like, they're always trying to convince me you have some spooky powers. But I'm always like, no, she seems like a pretty regular girl to me. But then when I think back, and maybe there are times when it feels like you really know some things. I don't know. Like, maybe you know more about a thing than you're telling me. I don't know.
Oh, well, John, I want to explain lots of things to you. Some things that I know. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
Oh, John, I forgot I was messaging you about that meteor that fell near my house.
Oh yeah, whatever happened with that?
Oh, boy, well, it turns out I was confused about it. Really confused. See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and lost track of time. That happens.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Maybe you should, like, wear an alarm clock or something. So what was the deal with the meteor?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I know what it is now, and I know everything's going to be okay.
So what is it? Or is this just some other thing that you're waiting to tell me?
Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all this stuff, but I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first.
Huh?
Well, okay, not literally. Well, okay, maybe kinda literally.
Stop being so confusing.
Lol. Anyway, time for you to go, John. I think you have some company.
Why do I ship these two?
Because everyone did.
Everyone did.
Everyone did.
Oof. Quickly grab the pogo hammer. You stick the pogo hammer back in your strife specibus and get ready to kill some more pesky little... Huh? What's that? Equal sign greater than?
Uh-oh.
Equal sign greater than?
Uh-oh.
I like how the imp is
I was
cowering.
gonna say, I love the little cowering imp next to him, just...
Rose, why aren't you dropping something on that thing? Oh no.
Be the imp. You be the imp and quickly abscond the fuck out of there. This is what weaker adversaries do whenever things get too hot to handle, which is frequently prepare for a boss battle. You stop being the imp because that was stupid, and scurry over to your magic chest that you suddenly remembered was on the roof. There are some things in here that would be good to stock up on for a major battle. But it looks like someone has plundered your chest. Plunder my chest, Daddy. This is so outrageous. Equal sign greater than.
Plunder my chest, Eddie.
Equal sign greater than. You are being ambushed. There isn't much room to maneuver on this sloping roof. Maybe you should consider making your way to higher ground. Ascend to the highest point of the house.
It's
You
over,
go up-
imps. I have the higher ground.
You go up here. Look down. You peek over the edge. Equal sign greater than.
Oh no, John, you fool.
It already seems like a long way down. Not even to speak of whatever's below. Hey, weren't your trick handcuffs dangling from that branch earlier? Damn it, why do imps have got to be making off with all your sweet gear?
Pencils and Workshop Duel of Fate starts playing.
I have no idea what you just did, but okay.
It's the Duel
Turn
of
around.
Fates. It's
Turn
from,
around.
it's from the Phantom Menace.
I never watched Star Wars.
Oh my god, I can't believe you.
Wow.
You haven't watched SpongeBob, you can't judge him.
You haven't read Harry Potter.
So, that's at
Yeah.
least somewhat, like,
Okay,
thinkable.
I'm like, okay, you guys know that meme where the three people from The Office who are pointing finger guns at each other?
Yeah,
Yes.
Right now.
just violent screeching and finger guns.
Yes.
You are confronted with a pair of enormous foes. This is it. You have no choice but to wage a fierce rooftop battle. This is totally going to happen now, and could in no way conceivably be interrupted by a sudden shift in our attention. It's go time. It's time to do this thing. We're doing it, man.
No, that's Dragon.
Yeah, that's why I was stopping.
Oh.
We're doing it, man. We're making this happen.
Stop
being the other guy. You stop being the other guy. You're not even sure what that meant anyway. Dave, ascend to the highest point of the building.
Yes!
Bro, roof now. Bring Cal. We're doing this, man. We're making this happen.
This is one of the best of the early tracks.
Oh yeah. I have it on mute so the stream doesn't pick it up. This is Beatdown Strider style, right?
This is Ascend, I believe.
Oh, this is Ascend, right? And then Beatdown Strider style is when he gets up. That's right.
Yep.
I still think Beatdown Strider style is one of my favorite tracks.
Oh yeah.
It's just too good.
It really is. Dave gets the best songs. He does.
Honestly, the Striders, because Dirk has Unite Synchronization later on, and that's honestly my favorite of all of them.
That's true.
So like the Striders just get their best music,
They
which
do.
makes sense because they're the music guys. So
Oh, this is upward movement, says Jewish tummy. Excuse me. Jewish tummy. Jewish tummy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's upward movement.
Okay.
Ascend is much later.
Yeah, I cannot hear it, so, you know, I'm trusting you and you failed me.
I'm sorry.
This is why you wear headphones.
I'm wearing headphones for you guys so that you don't hear yourself either.
You can't wear 2 pairs of headphones. Psych!
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
It's double psych out
Double
combo.
psych out combo.
Yeah,
Yay!
You are now wayward vagabond.
Yay!
Oh shit, it's page 666.
Oh shit.
Retreat.
Got him already. Examine rotten pumpkin.
What pumpkin?
What pumpkin? Check the little red bar. It appears to be a gauge for a large power cell, perhaps fueled by some type of nuclear reaction. If this is the case, it is relatively low on fuel. But who knows how long it's been running here? You do not care about this sort of nonsense, and you will disregard it at once. You are very hungry.
I'm so confused about what's happening right now.
You should be.
Me and John have... Wait, no, you aren't John. I mean, you are John, but me and James have not read Homestuck, and so I'm just like, what's happening?
This is what happens when you
This is
read.
Wayward Vagabond. This is an amazing character.
Absolutely. This
And
is
it's
what
very-
happens when you
Same
read
man
through.
was typing. Why isn't he using the same voice as the typing voice?
Because he does now
I was
too.
giving his typing voice a really commanding thing.
Oh,
but This is
okay.
really what he sounds like,
I
in my
got you.
opinion, at least.
Yeah, the first time you read through Homestuck, you just get very confusing because it's just nothing makes sense. And then this makes so much more sense to me reading it again.
Matachu says, respect the only trustworthy political figure. I
Yes.
Capture log the can of gravy. Capture log? You have no idea what that means. It is total nonsense, and you do not know what to make of it. You will not give the foolish notion a second thought. Pick up the can of gravy. Just pick it up. You just pick it up. You are now holding the can of gravy. Use sharp teeth to poke a hole in the lid of the can. Your teeth are useless for the task. They are blunt like that of livestock, presumably suitable for mashing up plant matter and not for puncturing metal. Attempt to open can with your weak, pathetic digits. Your weak, pathetic digits are not strong enough to penetrate the can. Your fingers are certainly pointy enough, and your black carapace is suitably rigid, but you just don't have enough muscle for the task.
Oh my god, Akeem Jester, spicy meat liquid. I feel like he and Hussey are on the same wavelength. Akeem Jester, just looking at all of his posts in the Discord, they are totally on the same wavelength. I think Akeem Jester is secretly Andrew Hussey.
Sounds fake.
I
but
would
okay.
not be surprised.
I would not at all be surprised.
I mean, that would be a really awesome, like, that'd be super cool, but, like, sounds fake.
I'm Andrew Hussey's father.
My dad works at Homestuck, and he says that Andrew Hussey is definitely a keen jester.
My dad works at Homestuck.
Alright, anyway.
Take the can labeled beans. Okay, you take that too. Examine the can of custard. The can clearly reads mustard, a fact of which you were perfectly well aware. It is sort of cumbersome holding all these cans at once. You doubt you can hold many more than this, maybe 1 or 2. You need to find something to put stuff in if you want to carry a lot of things around.
Examine the marking on wrist.
You drop all the cans and take a look at your wrist.
Akeem Jester is Leroy Ventus. Shush. Shush, Akeem Jester.
Leroy?
Don't be an ass.
Who's Leroy?
Who's Leroy?
Ventus Agri's uncle is Nintendo. Actually, no, his unlice is Nintendo. Yeah, there you go.
Whoa. That's right.
It is sort of specialized barcode pattern. This brings back unpleasant memories and you would prefer not to dwell on it.
Examine the small potted plant.
What plant?
Burp.
Checkbook on human etiquette.
It appears half the pages of the book have been eaten. The daunting volume is considerably lighter than it once was.
Sustenance. Intermediary.
This is the key.
You are somewhat skeptical about the nutritional value contained by these pages. However, of the practical wisdom they contain, there can be little doubt. You have learned so much.
And destroyed that knowledge through your eating habits.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's how you study, right? You just eat books.
Oh yeah, clearly. That's why I'm so smart. I've just eaten so many books.
That
Well,
explains why
apparently
I'm
you
so
didn't
not smart.
eat anything that was pronunciation-wise
Well, that's why I don't know how to pronounce anything, because I never talk to anyone. I just eat books.
you just ate the
I
books.
just
Okay, that's
eat the
fair.
books. I know I said Aiden. Shut up, Ventus. I agree. I know it's Eaton. Just leave me alone.
Aiden.
That was a mistake.
Bagley.
I know Eaton is correct.
Have you eaten bagels?
Yes,
And
George.
drank your milk today.
I have eaten bagels and drunk my milk.
I drank in my
I
milk.
drank in my milk.
Alright, let's continue reading.
Yes.
Clear out all the cans inside the purple machine.
You empty the peculiar cabinet and take a quick inventory of your canned goods. You have beans, mustard, gravy, bread, shrimp, asparagus, cheese, rice, corn, peas, flour, chestnuts, mayo, ham, potatoes, and squash. Such bountiful plenty, and yet the delights taunt you from within their small metal prisons.
I almost vomited when I said rice. Search room for can opener.
But rice is so good.
Looked all over the place for a can opener. Even made a few electronic inquiries about one to no avail. Nothing else inside the purple thing either.
Oh my god! Phase donut! In Soviet Russia, books hated you!
Books ate in you.
Books hated you!
Mad at you ate in fruit gooshers.
Oh god.
Gooshes.
Gooshers.
Locate a nearby sharp object.
You wield your trusty knife. It's actually, you're not sure what they're called. It's an old rusted one of those red mailbox arm swing flappy doodads. Either for letting you know there is mail in the box, or maybe alerting the mailman to outgoing mail to be collected. You don't know, really. You've wrapped a little piece of cloth around it for the grip. It is useless for opening cans.
Hey Dragon, I am the glum girl.
Full of swifty whimper kind I am the
Yeast
yeast
of thoughts and minds.
I don't understand that meme. I just don't get it.
What? You don't get the irony? You don't get a sense of irony?
There is nothing ironic
There's
about that meme.
absolutely everything ironic about it.
No, there is not.
Yes, there is.
People just love, like,
Gobbledygook,
inflation
correct.
porn.
Oh, that was definitely a different thing than I was gonna say.
That's what it is.
Love
It's
little
just
gag go
like
loud.
softcore inflation porn. That's all it is. Be the imp.
This means nothing to you. You are not an imp. You have no idea what an imp is, and you will not entertain such frivolous and childish ideas ever again. You feel stupid and hate yourself a little for even considering it.
Yes!
Become the mayor of Cantown.
Yes!
As the glorious founder and mayor of Cantown, you erect a dignified, majestic city hall out of cans, fittingly capped off with a tome of good manners for the roof. You have given yourself a very efficient and important-looking mayoral sash made of old cables to complete your look of authority. A number of rather civic-minded citizen cans gather in front of the building to offer adulation to their fair and magnanimous leader. All is well.
All is not well. This is a dystopia. If the same materials are making up the building and the citizens, there's something wrong here.
We make our houses out of human remains.
God, that's horrifying.
This sounds like a bad town.
I would never make a flying contraption out of human parts.
Yes!
I blame Donald Prescott.
Oh.
Oh, Donald, are you going to make houses out of human parts?
Out of human parts again. You immerse
Esme.
yourself in this beautiful dream as you whittle away the minutes, or perhaps hours. You love the idea of being a mayor. You love everything about mayors and the concept of an orderly civil democracy. It all seems so mannerly and reasonable to you. Everyone is friendly and happy, and the city runs like clockwork.
The foundation of the government is based on mutual respect between the leader and its people. It is also built on having a really great mayor, and everyone loves, who is totally amazing and heroic and brave.
Wait, pause for a second. The Jewish Temmie has just said one of my favorite comics. It's about like this guy. It's about this gingerbread guy.
Oh yes.
But it's for a can man now. A can man stands in a can house. Is the house made of flesh, or is he made of house? He screams, for he does not know.
Oh my god.
I love it. I know exactly what that's referencing to, and I love it. It's so funny.
Mayors are so much better than kings. You hate kings, and you think kings are really stupid. They are petty, bossy tyrants, and are really full of themselves, and are basically awful in every way. God, do you hate kings?
R.I.P. Tyrant.
Ripped. Explore west of Cantown.
Over here is the other side of the room.
Oh.
There's another one of those purple storage boxes and some useless objects scattered on the floor.
Use glowing green rock to open cans.
You pick up
that
a
sounds like
nugget
a bad
of
idea,
uranium.
but okay. Oh, yeah, it was a bad idea.
Oh, that was so stupid. Why would you do that?
Examine box of crayons.
It's chalk, numbnuts. Inside the box, there are 12 pieces of chalk in every color of the 10 pieces of chalk in most colors of the... You are excited by this.
Try to open the storage box.
It's locked. There must be some sort of release mechanism for this
I love
thing.
how increasingly throughout your voicing of him, you've slowly gotten more and more cockney as you keep going on.
I
You really
sure
have.
I'm just winging Vagabond, honestly.
Absolutely.
Aren't we all low-key wing?
Oh yes.
Aren't we all
Wings.
low-key winging Vagabond?
I wish I was winging Vagabond.
Oh! Julish Temmie, the crayons from Deltarune. In Deltarune, the green chalk is missing.
Oh!
That makes so much sense now, because I wasn't understanding why it was the green chalk. It's because Wayward Vagabond ate it.
That's amazing. Homestuck and
Amazing.
Deltarune now are in the same universe. Confirmed.
I mean, yeah.
Confirmed.
100%.
Confirmed.
I can do anything!
Oh my god!
What?
What, James?
Oh, I
What
just
was
said
that?
or could just be a reference, but you know.
Well, yeah, it
No.
is. We're just being
All
assholes.
references are...
All references are canon!
John Egbert is Bertley.
John Egbert is Birdley.
Both of you two think John would be the smartest student in class.
Oh my god, confirmed Rose is Susie.
Oh, not at all. It would totally be like... Vriska.
Oh, Vriska is definitely Susie, but of the 4 kids.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. We have to think about that.
Well, Jade is clearly Noelle. That's a given.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. We gotta get to Jade. Let's go.
Cough Dave is, Jockington.
Oh, absolutely.
Examine contents of yellow container.
The container is full of motor oil. This does not seem useful to you right now.
Rescue that poor lightning bug.
Excuse me, don't you mean a firefly?
No, it's a lightning bug.
It's
Would not believe your eyes.
If 10,
10 million lightning bugs.
Oh god.
Wait, why is Pencil Tip Workshop now doing Eminem? What is going on in this chat? I have not been paying any attention to what's been
I
going.
don't know. He randomly just started doing it. I've been paying attention.
There is nothing you can do for this new little friend. Attempting to crush the amber encasing the firefly would likely cause it harm. It nevertheless bravely flashes on. You find its light alluring, inspiring. To you it seems as if it could quite easily serve as the light of democracy.
Damn
I'm
straight.
just gonna say, Drygon could pull off a good Pinky from Pinky in the Brain.
Pinky!
Alright, let's see. Use the chalk to draw some roads.
You sketch a handsome network of sprawling thoroughfares for your citizens to traverse. The adoring population applauds its mayor's keen instincts for city planning. You even add some lush vegetation to your city with a piece of blue chalk, because you can't seem to find a more suitable color for some reason.
Lay a chalk foundation for Cantown's civic growth.
This is me
You
playing
develop
SimCity.
westward.
What?
This is me playing SimCity, because when I was a kid, I never had computer games because my mom would make me buy them myself. So I'd always, like, make up shit on the ground instead.
Yes. We just draw in chalk and make Cantown.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did as a kid.
You develop westward, settling those fertile plains and claiming them for your city. You section off a number of residential and commercial zones for civic growth, arranged in the only logical pattern that occurs to you. You color the residential zones with your piece of white chalk, but for some reason none of the colors in the box strike you as suitable for the commercial zones. Perhaps there is an alternative.
No.
Use your own P for the commercial zones.
You cannot.
I love his head shake. Just,
You cannot urinate because you have not had anything to drink in quite some time. You are very thirsty. Also, that is a really terrible idea, and you would not consider befouling your wonderful city in that way for even a moment.
Good job. Good.
Use motor oil to designate commercial zones.
You fill in each empty square with a bit of motor oil to complete the zoning. It looks rather striking to you. You can hardly imagine that an up-and-coming young can trying to make it in the world would not be delighted to live in your fair district. You are very careful not to get any of the unpleasant fluid on your person.
Hey, Dragon, can you do me a favor? Can you say Master has given Dobby a sock? In that voice?
Master has given Dobby a sock. I have no idea what that means.
It's perfect! It's perfect! Oh my god!
Can someone explain to me what this is?
No.
So I'm not in the-
It's
No.
water. That's all you got to know.
No.
Oh, then never mind. I don't care.
Oh, you shouldn't have even said that. No.
Peel a label from can of mayo and affix it to sash.
Yes.
Also, if I hear anything and it's like, Chris, can you say a line with Dobby? I'm not going to say it. You got your one chance.
We've got it on recording now, though, so I can just... That's what I'm going to do. It'll be my cursed image. I'm just going to spam it at you.
Every time
gonna
he sends
spam
you
pictures
the
of
Monica, Rose's Monica,
Yes.
just send him the audio file.
I absolutely will.
Okay, so real quick, I'm going to send it to her because she doesn't have the audio file yet. So let's
What?
do that real
Oh,
quick.
you're going to send it to me before I get the audio
Yeah,
file.
because you don't have the audio file.
He's getting
so
in
I'm
some
just
revenge Monicas right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Or you just
There you
spam me
go.
over Discord. It's muted. I can't hear it because of the stream.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm just
Ha.
waiting because you'll look at our chat.
Oh,
I
thanks.
feel when
We'll just
James
do
does
that.
something, but Dragon gets revenge on Hedgehog.
I love this. Hedgehog scared the shit out of me. That screech. I'm shook. Hedgehog X.exe has lost it. Repeat reboot. Request reboot now. Hearing minus 10 million. Hedgehog equals pterodactyl on crack. I just heard the voice of an angel. Thank you, everyone. I scream on the internet for a living. It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
That's what I
what
do.
I
Bada
do.
bing, bada do.
It's what I do. Alright, let's go.
Survey surroundings in search of more terrain for city.
It seems you have run out of territory for your western expansion.
Ha,
But there is
false.
still a lot
Just
of
build
empty
up.
wall space.
Yeah, just build up. That's all.
Yeah, there you go. We're on the same
Perhaps
wavelength,
yours-
vagabond.
Yeah, right?
Perhaps your citizens would be happier with the colorful backdrop that would make them feel more at home.
Yes. Oh, so pretty.
Using most of your imagination and an entire piece of sky blue chalk, you render a bright and cheerful sky full of clouds. You've decided that very closely orbiting your city is a luminous planet about which orbits a single moon. You switch to another shade of blue and continue rendering on the western wall.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Orbiting much further from your city are 4 planets. None of these have satellites, you have decided. Yes, that makes sense, you think.
Spoilers.
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 And on the
Spoiler.
southern wall, beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness, occupying the furthest orbit yet, there is an ominous planet. A moon circles this one too.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Stop spoiling it.
Stop
Check
telling us
that.
they're spoilers by saying they're spoilers.
Well,
Spoilers.
it's clear. It's clear that they're important. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah.
Check that rampaging boy on the screen.
Oh, yeah, it's that guy. You had almost forgotten about him and his confusing shenanigans. It seems like he has things well in hand at the moment. He does not appear to need your help, and you have already concluded that he cannot help you, at least for the time being.
Turn on the other 3 screens.
You have no idea how to turn these on. There is no mouse for this weird quadra-monitored computer. It can only be operated through text commands from its keyboard.
I was like the webcomic.
Perhaps there is a special key or command which will allow you to switch to another monitor.
Press tab.
That slow inch to tab.
Tab.
Tab. Whoop! Tab!
It's tab.
It's tab.
It's a tab party.
Oh my god!
Consume.
Tab.
Yes!
Free the heavenly brown elixir from the jewels of pink carapace and imbibe like the wind. It is so sweet and sugary. You wonder how so much sugar can fit in one can. What if a mighty wizard concocted this potion is truly deserving of your fear and respect?
Yes.
Welcome the rest into the city.
The tabs are naturalized as loyal new citizens of Cantown. All cans are welcome and equal in your city, regardless of can content and whether empty or full. It's not like emptying a can kills it or anything. They're just cans after all.
Sounds
Hit
fake,
escape.
okay.
Feeling refreshed and heavily caffeinated, you go back to your work on the big computer. You hit escape, which seems to minimize the action window thingy and reveals a history of all the commands you've entered.
Do the potted vegetable instead. It looks delicious. John flail about in a distracting manner. Inspect Hagash incident. Try again as... Oh, it's all of them. I'm not going to read all of them.
Don't read all of them, please.
You use the arrow key to scroll up a bit. You can't believe how much you've already typed into this stupid contraption. What a waste of time.
Home, view, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4, switch 1, escape, lock rooms, 3, pass, view, reboot. Boy!
You scroll all the way up to your first command. It looks like there are more commands above it. Maybe someone was entering commands on this thing before you. There aren't many more. At the top of this list appears to be the very first command.
Type equals greater than switch 2.
You activate screen 2. The signal is garbled and you have no idea what you're looking at. Some sort of filthy beggar pleading for help. No one is around and nothing is happening. You seem to be locked out of any sort of interaction with whatever's happening on this monitor.
Type equals greater than switch 3.
It's another one of these rapscallions. This monitor is locked too. You can't tell him what to do. Not that you really want to, since it looks more confusing nonsense to you. You consider switching to screen 4, but decide against it. You have a feeling that whatever's there would just confuse you even more and don't even really care all that much anyway.
Oof.
Type equals greater than home.
All 4 screens activate. Together they display a countdown starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes.
Type equals greater than reboot.
You can't! Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard.
Be the mayor.
Yes!
Enough of this nonsense. You are an important mayor, and this absurd contraption has wasted enough of your time. You've got a city to govern with a carapaced fist, which is to
Yes.
say firm yet polished and supple as the situation demands. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down.
I love the
Create
artichokes.
employment opportunities for the citizen cans.
Shoo!
Shoo. You temporarily dismantle City Hall to free up all the can power available to create a vigilant town militia. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and ranks using the piece of white chalk and the motor oil. You then organize them in phalanx across the countryside, preparing for a stiff training regime. When you are through with them, your forces will be well-oiled machine. Check another one up to bold leadership.
Yes.
Get it? Well-oiled because they have oil in them.
Ha. Yes.
Lead your men to victory.
Beautiful.
We're just gonna watch him play chess with himself.
They do literally have chess symbols on them now.
Yes. They are in fact chess pieces.
Whoa. It's almost like chess is important.
It's almost like chess is an important part of this comic.
Checkmate! He did that for 4 hours.
You waste more than 4 hours on this tomfoolery.
Mourn the loss of Citizen Tab.
R.I.P.
Hey, Droigon.
Yeah,
Can you use this voice and say swish and flick?
I refuse. I know because I know that's a Harry Potter thing and I refuse.
What if it's not actually?
I know it is.
It's totally not. It's not.
It's
I
not.
know it is. I refuse.
It's not.
No, Dragon, it's really not. It's a different thing.
It totally
Yeah.
is.
Okay, I still refuse. I'm not your strange monkey that can do.
It's not a Harry Potter thing. I've been
But I thought that's what you were actually.
I'm pretty sure you are a trained
Yeah,
monkey that this voice
I
is whenever
think-
Hedgehog wants you to.
This is yeah, a little bit.
Dragon, I promise you, this isn't anything about Harry Potter. I've just been discussing with Alan Mason had character the Jamesons, and I think this voice might be perfect. But I need you to say this line.
All right, I'll do it some other time. We don't need to be talking about James on stream, James. We have Homestuck to read.
Oh.
You're right.
Oh, I guess you could say that's a checkmate.
Oh.
God damn.
All right.
Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure in the can. You speculate this is why it exploded, and you nervously eye the timer. You are starting to wonder what will happen when it reaches 0. Maybe it would be best not to near it when this happens.
Minutes in the future. Though perhaps not as few as
Oh
implied by
no!
circumstances.
I gotta remember
Oh,
what
this is
voice
you,
I
actually.
use for it.
Oh,
This next one's
Oh,
you.
did I use a voice like this? Was that it?
I don't know. I don't
I don't know.
remember.
Does that work? I think that works.
Sure.
A peregrine mendicant trundles precious cargo beneath the gleam of the celestially ominous.
Dook 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 dook. Dook dook dook.
Dude.
Go outside and get some
Nope,
sun.
that's me.
Oh, that's
You're
you.
outside.
That's you. Apologies.
We just cut to you for a moment,
Yes,
and
we
now it's
did.
back to me.
That's right.
Go outside and get some sun.
You say bittersweet goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures, by which, of course, you mean an arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead.
Red X phones, that voice sounds like your young British girl voice without the British. That's because it is.
Do I have a young British
Listen,
girl
it's
voice?
hard to
No,
have that
he's talking
many
about me.
voices.
He's talking about me.
It's hard. It's hard to come up
Yeah,
with
the only
voices, okay?
the only person who has that many voices is Dragon. All the rest of us just reuse voices.
That's correct.
Pretty
I
much.
won't even lie. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of times where I reuse voices, but it's mostly just a Tennyson impression.
Yeah, really that.
I'd like to say that I'm the second best voice actor.
I'd like to say that you're the second best Tennyson in the group.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Fidget spinners.
All right.
He's got a little bit of Matthew McConaughey in there. The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. I almost said LSD, and it's not what it is.
Wow.
Curiously prob the funny-looking spirograph.
Wow.
It appears to the funny-looking spirograph room is locked.
Wow.
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 It's locked. Wow.
The floor rotates a full 360 degrees beneath you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put.
Select the triangle-y fractal.
Spicy uwu. I like Homestuck. I'm glad we like Homestuck too.
I
That's
like
why we're reading
Homestuck.
it.
I mean, I
Glub.
think I like it. I'm not far enough into it to tell.
Don't worry.
You'll like it.
She's like, don't worry. You'll hate it.
If you
We
like
all
it, then
do.
you should put a ring on it.
The triangle fractal room does not appear to be locked. The floor turns 120 degrees and the door opens. You go through the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just wasted all that time in, while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your doom.
Okay.
Perhaps there is something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall, there is another perplexing contraption. Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. It has 2 large screens, but only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking the room. Also, it looks like there is a meter stick propped up there for some reason.
Wait, is this like a headquarters on Earth from which they determined where to send the meteors?
It's complicated.
It's like, it's complicated.
It's complicated.
Attach your trusty knife to the meter stick. You immediately craft a measuring spear through possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far.
Damn straight.
This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously.
Hef's in the chat for that one dislike. R.I.P. my channel. I'm going down.
Don't worry,
boys.
I'll dislike it too.
Oh,
That'll
good.
be too.
Great. Then
I'll
there'll be
dislike
2
it
of
too.
them. And there'll be 3.
Or it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had remembered to bring your trusty knife. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife, it makes you want to slit your wrists, or at the very least, flog your carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus.
Oh.
Look at the other wall. Look at the... Okay, there you go.
You examine the perplexing contraption across the room.
Poke.
You, of course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt only the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod with your handy ruler. You are quite sure this is what science is all about.
Absolutely.
Press the triangle pattern. We are very close to Jade.
You're very close to Jade.
Very close to Jade?
Very close to Jade.
Very close to Jade.
Very close to Jade.
Very.
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 You go back to your control panel, which probably obviously controls that gizmo, and you push the big blue button, which obviously probably the most obvious thing to push. You will purify a pumpkin.
Is that Jade?
Examine pump. Yeah, that's
What
Jade
pumpkin?
right there. That's her character.
Yeah, that's right.
It seems the mysterious gourd was transported or purified from a specific time and location somewhere on this planet you're on. You wonder if the machine, a purifier, will take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There's a symbol carved into the pumpkin. You don't know what it means, and you doubt it will ever prove relevant in any way.
Bye,
Yes,
Grandma.
never relevant. Never will be brought
Nope,
up.
never.
Ever.
Never ever.
Devour pumpkin.
You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetable, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless.
Nibble, 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 nibble.
Inspect green buttons.
You first examine the attractive green buttons. The icon for the one on the left is the house shape you've seen plenty of times before. The one on the right, on closer inspection, appears to be the map for this underground facility, with an X marking its center.
Press green button on the right.
You push the button. All of the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of this facility, along with the local date and time. If this is the case, it would make a useful reference point for your current bearings.
Fiddle with the dials.
One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. It should be an easy zero in one location. Wait, it should be easy to zero in on one location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as to the basic unit of human measurement. You'll go with that.
Yay.
Purify your trusty knife.
Book.
You nudge the coordinates very slightly, bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife.
Purify Cantown.
You nudge the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back to the other room to get them. You ought to believe that the time is at a premium after all.
Purify the pumpkin.
Does this machine look like a purifier to you? Honestly, the idea that a purifier could both purify and purify things is so laughably ridiculous, you wish someone would purify your brain and re-purify it with the brain that is more smart and less dumb.
I love all the little dunce hats in the background.
Dum 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 dum.
He's got his little mayor sash on, but it's blue.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Adorable.
Because he had to draw it in chalk, and he only has blue.
Mm-hmm.
Use trusty knife to carve spook schema in pumpkin.
What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense at all and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve off the top, exposing a decadent cachet of gorgeous, seed-laden ambrosia. Ambrosia.
No.
Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch.
Oh, boo!
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 Pyrograph switch.
Give us some pumpkin eating, hussy!
We want to see it!
I want to see that. I want to see me eat that pumpkin.
With fava beans and a side of Chianti.
You cannot move it. It has a spirograph-shaped indentation and possibly will require a special kind of key to turn it.
Purify Flyerfly. Heart of the Amber.
Firefly?
Flyerfly.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies.
They flyer and they fly.
Yay, firefly friend.
You release your Blinky-Doo friend. You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you.
Adjust time dial to purify rotten pumpkin. The past.
You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with the Purifier.
Can I just say really quick? I'm sorry, I have to say. This is a Firefly reference to the show Firefly, because she is a Firefly and their ship's name is Serenity.
Really?
Yeah, it is. I'm just saying.
I've never seen
Okay.
Firefly, so
It's
I
a
wouldn't know.
good show, actually. It got canceled way too early because Fox are all assholes. Okay.
I was wondering why the name was always Serenity. I figured it was just, because he said something whimsical, but like...
No, it is
I
a
didn't know
reference to the show
specifics,
Firefly.
But okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
You're assuming she's a girl. You are assuming she is a girl Firefly, even though you are not really sure that Fireflies could even be girls. You target the extremely tasty, rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago.
What pumpkin?
Well, the one that he just paradoxified.
What pumpkin?
What pumpkin?
But what pumpkin?
What pumpkin?
What pumpkin?
It seems the Purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. A gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge.
Oof.
Purified the grate over the entrance to the facility. She's just speaking in Morse code
Beep, beep,
blinks.
beep, 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 beep.
Serenity blinks a message of urgency.
What, can anyone go to a Morse code translator and look up what that
I
means?
cannot because I have the thing on my thing.
What?
There's Morse code. I don't know what it means.
No, I mean like the thing on my thing. Like, oh.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
hold on.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do it because I can do it easy. Easy as pie.
How do you know when it loops though?
What?
Because the text
It's
is on
written
the screen,
out.
James.
Oof. I didn't look at that.
Let's go.
Oh, it says let's go?
Let's go.
Yeah, it says let's
All right,
go.
sweet.
Excellent, thank you.
Dragon is our decoder.
He's the code
Yeah,
dude.
I could sit here and spend time actually trying to read it, but I'm not that good at Morse code, and it's easier to just decode it anyway. Where was I? Oh,
Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot that while trapped in amber, she was a witness to all your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get this show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the bright green button again that says right, not bright. I added a B.
You're an
And
idiot.
this time only adjust the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units.
Bonk.
hasten to the exit post haste.
Hurry up! Ah!
I was gonna say, for most of them, I'm pretty sure they decoded for you anyway.
Yeah. Is this really necessary? This is incredibly silly.
Bonk.
Bonk. Psych?
Psych?
Oh, wait. Unpsych.
Oh, wait. Unpsych. You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5 times. Oh, wait, this is still Wayward Vagabond.
Yep.
You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5 times cliffhanger combo and fail. We're doing it again, man. We are making this happen.
Ascend.
Oh, yeah. Just for anyone interested out there, all of these songs are available on Bandcamp if you want to pay all the artists who made the songs and download them.
That one time in Bandcamp?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is at one time.
That one time at Bandcamp. I finally just saw that movie last summer.
Bandcamp?
No, American Pie.
Oh. I thought you were talking about that movie, Bandcamp.
My Miss American Pie.
Continent westward. And years in the past, but not many. What did you think of the apple pie scene? It was beautiful. I loved it.
Here he goes, an ocean westward. Years in the past, but not many. But that's crossed out. There's a meteor.
Boom!
Hits the
Lava!
ground. Lava.
Temple. Frog temple!
Frogs. Now it's an island. Now there's pterodactyls. Now Rose is on fire. She's punching a generator.
There's Mom!
Flame tree.
It's
There's
Mom! Mom!
Mom!
Mom!
She presses secret escape button.
Dad!
Dad! He breaks out! He's got the trick handcuffs! Cake!
Screaming imps. Dave Strider
Dave!
on the rooftop.
Here we go. He's gonna fight Bro with a little cow.
There's Bro.
Oh yeah!
It's Bro.
Whoa!
No, it goes back to tube, giant cylinder, rocket ship thing. It's out of gas. Frog Temple.
Frog Temple. Here we go. Book. And the back too.
End of
What
action.
was that?
Oh, that made perfect sense to
Dear
me.
John.
Oh wait, no, this is
This is
Nana.
Nana. This is Nana.
This is you, Alamis.
There's gonna be a lot of you in the next half an hour.
Wait. So after that thing with the flying orb, it just ends with the spinning little spiral doodad?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I didn't miss
And this is a
anything.
note from Nana.
I'm sorry, I just exploded experience so much.
That is Homestuck.
Yeah, Homestuck will just throw a bunch of crap at you and then expect you to just remember it for later.
It'll be like, okay, so we're gonna talk about the mayor of Cantown for a good many pages, but we'll just have one video talking about the demise of the Earth and like a bunch of important information.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's
yeah,
that?
just remember it. That's all you need to do.
Remember it.
Oh man, do I have to actually read?
You have to do the Nana voice.
Blah blah blah. Okay, Colonel. Okay. Dear John, you are no doubt reading this as a handsome and strapping young man. Lol, you thought. Why the man grit needed to lift the book is itself a sign of your maturity. Oh, why the man grit? Like the man grit. The man. Okay. Why the man grit needed to lift the book is itself a sign of your maturity. Not even to speak of the wisdom needed to grasp the nuance of Sasaka's time-tested mischief. I am so proud of you, grandson. How I wish I could have delivered this heirloom to you in the flesh, but I am afraid it wasn't in the cards. The cards. For you see, John, like you, this book must yet take a journey. Its journey will end on the final day of my life, and even then will continue some, though I suppose that will be up to your father. Perhaps he will discuss it with you one day, when he and you are ready. But it is your journey I am writing about to wish you luck. There will come a day when you will be thrust into another world, and once you arrive, that is only the beginning. You will soon delve even deeper into a realm of warring royalty in a timeless expanse. A realm of agents and exiles and consorts and colonel sprites, of toiling underlings and slumbering denizens. A realm where four will gather, the air of breath and the seer of light and the night of time and witch of space. And together they will ascend.
Yes.
John, if only you knew how important you were. I regret my passing came so early in your life, and yet I feel in my heart we have already met. But what I know for sure is that we will meet again. Until then, John, I do hope your father keeps you well fed. With love, Nana. P.S.
Beautiful. Here we go! Yes! I'm so pumped! Here we go!
Oh, great. I had to try to come up with some level of consistent voice.
Well, yeah. I've been just reading the text as myself, as have most people.
Right.
So just once her voice comes around, you have to figure it out, but yeah.
A silly girl naps by her flowers. It is quite likely that she tired herself out with a variety of silly antics, as silly girls are often known to do. She may have a silly name, too. Or maybe not. It is hard to say for sure without asking her. Since she's slumbering peacefully, it would be a shame to wake her up. You might as well just give her a name right now. Enter name.
Farm Stink Buttlass.
Farm Stink Buttlass. I guess her name is Farm Stink. Wake up! You try to rouse Farm Stink from her slumber, but she is really down for the count. It looks like she is holding some sort of note. Retrieve arms from... They're right there! In plain sight! Look, they are flashing red! Drop pumpkin on Farm Stink.
What pumpkin?
You see no pumpkin, and frankly, it is hard to imagine there ever was a pumpkin in plain sight or otherwise. Anyway, that would be a really terrible thing to do to a poor Farm Stink. Read note. Farm Stink?
That's her voice.
Fuck it. Farm Stink? That is incredibly silly and a little bit rude. My name is... Try again. Arrow. Enter. Jade Harley.
Aw, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Mr. Krabs.
Examine room.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Are you feeling Mr. Krabs?
Your name is Jade. You have just woken from a restful nap,
and as usual, you have no recollection of having fallen asleep. You have quite a number of interests, so many, in fact, you have trouble keeping track of them all, even with an assortment of colorful reminders on your fingers to help you sort out everything on your mind. Nevertheless, when you spend time in your garden atrium, the only thing on your mind is your deep passion for horticulture. What will you do? Play a silly flute refrain.
Oh, I love this once it loads. Alright, I gotta click it first. Oh shit, I went back. Frick. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go.
I'm just gonna toot on my horn.
I can hear everybody else too.
Wait, everybody hit H. You do flips
H?
if you hit H.
Just spin it!
Spin! Youth roll! Youth roll! Youth roll! Youth roll!
There you go.
Alright.
I got all my fluting out of me.
Alright, sweet. Let's go.
Okay. Enter arrow. Wow, you really suck at this thing. Maybe you should try playing an instrument you actually know how to play instead, like the one in your bedroom. Honestly, you have no idea where this flute even came from. Things seem to appear and disappear all around here all the time, especially to your unending chagrin. Any sort of large orange gourd that might be lying around. You consider throwing the flute down in disgust.
Thank you, Akeem Jester. Thank you. It was perfection. Thank you so much.
Yes.
He is
It
literally
truly was.
you. He is Dragon Jr.
A hearty 10 for those sweet flute flips.
Oh,
He took
yeah.
after his father.
He did. He really did.
Capture log flute. On second thought, it was a perfectly nice flute, and there's no reason to take your frustration out on it. You need some practice. But before you capture log the flute, you will need to set your fetch modus first. Set modus.
Oh, yeah. So you can have the boggle, the Pictionary, the Monopoly. How would Monopoly even work? The Yahtzee? You can have
Boggle.
Clue.
My theory for how Monopoly would work would be you'd have to roll and land on it and then buy it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Clue
Oh my
would
God,
be
there's a-
interesting. Connect 4. Jenga.
Oh my god, I want the Pictionary modus.
Battleship. I want Battleship.
I want
Operation.
Pictionary.
Guess Who would be fun. Operation.
Oh yeah, you know 100% I'd be Pictionary modus.
Well, of course you would. You can actually
Wait,
draw.
What about Ouija modus, though?
Yes.
You have to just communicate with the spirits to give you an item.
I'd be the Operation Modus, definitely.
I'd probably
You'd
be.
have to like precisely pick it out of the thing.
I'd be the Battleship one, hands down.
You'd have to
a wide
sync your
variety
item.
ahead. All right, come on, kids.
All right.
You have a wide variety of fetch modi to choose from. You were really excited when your grandpa bought you this modus set for Christmas. He is a total badass, even if a little strict. You typically opt for the memory modus when it comes to matters of day-to-day practicality. Select memory. You set your modus to memory and capture log the flute. You allot 9 cards to the modus from your deck. Since that will be more than enough for your needs at the moment, the modus grabs 9 more cards for matching purposes. The flute is split up on 2 blank cards and mixed randomly into the grid. To retrieve the item, you must first pick 1 card and then pick its matching card. For the typical Silodexer, this modus presents a frustrating guessing game and a lot of wasted time on mismatching, but you like it because you seem to have a knack for always guessing right on the first try. Almost like you're a space witch.
Ooh.
Squeal like a piglet and fertilize some plants.
Fertilize my plants, Daddy.
Whoa, Jace.
It is an awfully silly idea, and it is basically a waste of everyone's time. You will predictably disregard this thought and focus on a more sensible objective at once. Oh my god, this is so much fun. You capture log the bag of fertilizer. Consult colorful reminders. You tend to have a lot of things on your mind at once, and you can be a little forgetful. So you keep a variety of colored strings on your fingers as reminders. Each one means there is something different to remember at a certain time. In fact, looking at your index finger reminds you that there is something important to remember now. It is your friend John's birthday. The green string reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today. The blue string also reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today, though in a way that means something slightly different. You are further reminded that you have some things to do outside your house soon, but you should stop by your room first for some supplies, and most importantly, to see if John is online and wish him a happy birthday. Capture the pumpkin growing next to you.
What pumpkin?
No, there's a pumpkin.
It's actually there.
I don't care. I'm gonna say it every time there's a pumpkin.
You snap up that pumpkin, which is there, which seems suitably ripe for the taking. Hopefully, the safety of your Siledex will prevent it from being spirited away like so many of its ephemeral predecessors. Exit this room. Look at my beautiful flowers.
Look at the beautiful
Enter.
flowers.
You make your way to the middle of the garden atrium, where a stairway joins the 4 atrium wings. Upstairs is your grandfather's laboratory, as well as your bedroom. Capsulog something. Your memory modus is hardly any fun without much stuff in it, so you decide to stock up on fresh produce to fill some more cards. You pick a juicy red crab apple.
What was the noise we decided this apple made, Dragon? It was...
Just a happy little sound. Just a little.
I like dragon sound more.
Yeah.
Make the apple sound.
The key lime sounds more like a.
It's just.
You pick a nice-looking key lime. Then a delicious mandarin orange. Those are your favorites. These oranges are very disproportionate to Jade's human size. Moving on. And finally, a ripe yellow Eureka lemon.
That's just like violent screaming.
Modus fun aside, you feel it is impossible to have too many fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. Go upstairs to bedroom. You almost never use the stairs. Like a heathen.
What even walks up the stairs?
You transportalize upstairs. Just above is your room. Ascend.
Yes.
You enter your bedroom. On this side of the room you are immediately confronted with numerous artifacts highlighting your various interests. Excellent. I'm just observing this room.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Oh
please
no,
observe.
Jade's a furry. Okay. All right, then. You are an avid follower of cartoon shows of considerable nostalgic appeal. Me too. You have a profound zeal for marvelous and fantastical fauna of an anthropomorphical persuasion. You have an uncanny knack for nuclear physics, and not infrequently can be found dabbling in rather advanced gadgetry. You enjoy sporadic fits of narcolepsy. Your love of gardening transcends the glass confines of your atrium, and you are at times prone to patterns of precognitive prognostication. You consider very briefly the question, what will you do? But you quickly realize that this is only one half of your room and is therefore host to only half of your interests to choose from. Explore the other half of your room. Over here, there are yet more articles of your aforementioned interests, and then some. Additional telltale signs of your enthusiasm for nostalgic television mingle with your assortment of game-hunting firearms. Jade, calm down. You are a skilled markswoman, though your crosshairs would never settle on an innocent creature, anthropomorphically persuaded or otherwise. Your work table is littered with equipment to facilitate your tinkering. For you, experimentation is not a particularly exact science, and you lean heavily on sharp intuition for consistency and eerily optimal results. Nonetheless, you have still not been able to get that broad, flat gizmo there to work, which is a design you have borrowed from one of your grandpa's more mysterious inventions. You are a great admirer of his.
Spoilers.
And you are not alone. Your grandfather is a world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure hunter, archaeologist, scientist, adventurer, big game hunter, billionaire extraordinaire. He has taught you everything you know. But in spite of all his lessons, it is still difficult to escape his stern lectures when you are on the way out of your house to run your errands. He spends most of his time in the grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity and charisma. And today will likely be no exception. Among the errands you have planned is to venture out to find your pet and best friend named Becquerel? How do I say that?
I think that's right.
I say Becquerel, but it.
Becquerel?
Yeah,
I usually say Becquerel.
It'll be Beck for 90%
in style of iambic pentameter. Becquerel. This animal must be fed, and he will not be happy if he is not. And if he is not happy, then you will not be happy. But first you should really dig out your computer and say hi to John. Now, what will you do? Quickly retrieve firearms from wall. You equip your trusty hunting rifle. There would be hell to pay if Grandad caught you leaving the house without it. Wonder why the design on your shirt changed.
If you haven't noticed, her design has been changing this whole time. Like almost every panel.
There isn't much to wonder, really. You left the wardrobe afire on and its randomization. You may contemplate which shirt design you favor the most and commit to that setting in the near future. I don't like decisions. Couch along near a squiddle stall and hug it. Just before you can grab one, the powerful electromagnets concealed in their underbellies become activated, and the two of them get all tangled up with each other.
Ah! I love her little...
Tangle buddies.
I love her little...
Playfully.
Playfully.
You captchalogue the Tangle Buddies. Lose interest in fauna and never speak of it again.
Never.
Big mood. Meet my interests. Oh, but you could never do that. What marvelous creatures they are. What a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of humanity with the elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. I hate this!
Oh my god! I'm sorry, I have to say, before you go on, Dragon and I read this, and we had completely forgotten that she was a furry. So we were like, oh, she must have just mentioned briefly and move on. And then this happens, and we're both going, oh my god, Alamis is gonna kill us! Oh my god! That message I sent you about 2 months ago.
I've been so excited about this reading, because I can't.
They told me and I wasn't allowed to tell you.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
That message you received from me 2 months ago just saying you're going to kill us, this is why.
Okay. Okay.
You big furry.
You big furry. Keep going.
Oh boy. Okay.
Keep going.
How you wish you could know their world. I hate
Alright, let's commit to the bit. Okay.
Commit to it, go.
It hurts me physically, but okay.
Do it!
Do you one night those muted pawpaws traipse up your stairs. A low but friendly growl unsettles your slumber, and as the
Soper?
And as the sopor seeps from your eyes, they detect a sharp pair of ears cutting moonlight. A mysterious woven tongue invites. Wouldn't these ears suit you? Would not this proud long snout assist you in the hunt? No need to answer. Words slow from the busy mind like a useless dead membrane as a more visceral sapience takes over. Well, okay. Something.
You're almost done. You're halfway there.
Something simpler is in charge now. A force untouched by the concerns and burdens of the upright, the farcical yoke, the bipedal toe. It now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whisking through the creepers, unearthing with each bold stomp of bright odors demanding investigation. But not for long, as you and your new friend must claim the night with piercing howls moonward. You eat a weird bug and don't even care.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're going to stop for the evening.
I'm strangely turned on right now.
Grey Man needs an adult. The one, this is, the subtitle for this episode, Pencils Up, will be the one where Hedgehog and Dragon make Alamis a furry and then she kills them both. Absolutely.
Let's get to that killing part.
Absolutely. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was
We got him.
Homestuck. We got him. Literally, Dragon and I have been sitting on that for like a month and a half, just waiting to get there. Hello, everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, you're there. Okay. I thought you'd all gone dead.
No, I'm here.
I don't know where everybody else is. Hello?
What do you mean? I'm right here.
You're just being silent because you can.
I'm right here.
Okay. All right.
Dragon's like, if I play dead, maybe Alamis will leave me alone.
That's it.
I've been struggling for 20 minutes after someone said big game hunter, and I swear to God, I remember a joke once about some changing the words to big gay hunter.
Of course.
And I don't know where I heard that from, and now I'm scared. I don't know.
You don't know where you heard it, James? You don't know? You don't
I don't know.
You don't know?
It made me laugh so hard back in the day, and I don't know where I heard it from.
Mr. Sir says I'm about to make a meme to piss off Hedgehog. Oh boy.
The Glow Gab Galab looks like the dead hand from Ocarina of Time.
Does. Deltarune is an anagram for Elder Tuna. Whoa.
Bum, 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 bum.
Whoa.
I feel like I just took an LSD trip. I can smell colors.
So it's just an old fish.
Hedgeme's confirmed?
No.
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 I don't know where you got the mace part, but I see the hedge part, but not the mace.
All hail the fructose father.
All
There
hail
we
the
go.
fructose
These are the messages we need to be reading, folks.
That's
Let's
right.
get that propaganda flowing.
Just that one. We just are you just gonna become our communist dictator?
Yes.
Yeah, as
Fructose
Pencil
father.
Tip Workshop says, sorry, but Hedgehog is taken by Dragon's wallet.
That's very true. I am
Yeah.
definitely in love with his very, very empty wallet.
Yeah.
Deltarune is an anagram for Rune Delta.
Who did what?
What?
Oh, who did what?
What? What?
Son of a bitch, it was hidden in plain sight.
Hey, Dragon, can you say swish and flick in that little voice?
No, James. I'm not saying swish and flick in the voice. I'm not doing it.
Why
Please.
not?
I'll pay you.
Oh, NPC arts. I know for a fact Hedgehog's a furry. She's frantically in love with Scar
No,
from
I'm
the Lion
I am
King.
only
you're more
in
of a
love with
Saiyan.
Scar because he bears a striking resemblance to you.
It's true. Everyone,
That's
if you
not true.
want-
You like him first.
Everyone, look up a picture of Scar right now, and then
take a picture.
take a picture of Dragon and a picture of Scar and put them next to each other. The
See, and you
And you can
resemblance
see
is
there's
uncanny.
no similarities whatsoever.
No, this
See,
is not true.
Yeah, I'm not a lion.
Okay, but if you were a lion, you would be
okay,
Scar.
You're also bullshitting because you liked Scar before you met me. So there's
No, I did not.
nothing you could.
Listen,
yes,
listen.
you did.
No, I did not.
Scar is fine, but let's be real. The lion from Lion King 2, that guy.
Oh yeah, you sent me a
nice.
picture of him.
So
Nice.
I always assumed Hedgehog was more of a scaly.
No,
Yeah, she likes dragons.
that's true. I do like dragons. I do like dragons a lot.
Okay, I'm not a scaly, but the one exception is like that hot lady, like the hot like lizard lady from Doctor Who.
Oh
Honestly.
hell yeah, Vastra. Vastra's great.
Good wife.
Akeem.
Red X.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Never mention that again, Red X.
Oh god,
please.
don't mention the live action remake ever again. A keen jester and stream sacrifice to the Elder Hog. Thank you. Please stop. Please stop draining your savings. Do not go down the path that Dragon has taken. It ends in ruin.
Why?
And then maybe a girlfriend. I
What do
don't
you
know.
mean? I'm the happiest I've ever been. I have a girlfriend, and I'm
shit.
broke.
Oh fuck.
And you're part of the core 3.
The core
Yeah,
three.
the core 3.
Yeah,
Wait, why is there three?
Alavis, Dragon, and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, that's not until I grow the beard.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Then it's the core 3. And still no one knows why we can't have him grow a beard.
Actually, I think they did in the.
Did we ever really
Halloween
explain
game
it though?
episode,
I think we just
it was
randomly
in there.
mentioned it a couple times. I don't know.
Just James. All you need to know is James had a nightmare about me growing a beard.
Yeah, and just if he ever grows a beard, James is gonna know it's a sign.
Yes.
This is an act of aggression. This is war.
I'm getting kicked out of the car for.
Specifically desiring to grow a beard just to fuck James.
You have to get it. You have to get it all bushy and around your face by the end of the month, or a curse can't happen.
I don't know about that one, man.
It's just a future curse. It'll hit you when you don't expect it.
Funtime Foxy X lolbit. Hi, I just subscribed. Hello, welcome. I'm sorry.
Hi, I just subscribed.
You've reached the end of the stream, but there's always gonna be more.
There is?
Yeah, there'll be more streams, James. Whoa. No, this was the last one. We're never doing this ever again.
Sorry, guys. We're all breaking up as the core. Hedgehog's going back on her own.
Hedgehog's going solo. No, actually, what it is Dragon is just taking over my channel instead.
What?
Why does Dragon get it?
For obvious reasons.
I mean, he did invest the most in it.
To be fair, I do get it, and I get it quite often.
Well, I hope not, because we are long distance.
That'd be horrifying. It just reaches all the way over.
God. Oh yeah, we talked about this once, didn't we?
Dragon does Edie Valley now. I think you mean Jameson's. It's all Jameson's.
It's all Jameson's.
No, it won't even be Jameson's. It'll just be the ongoing adventures of Clarence, the senior store manager.
Honestly, if I was to ever actually take over your channel and you said you could do whatever you want, Clarence would be getting his own show primetime.
Oh, that's what I do for April Fool's
do whatever
next
you
year.
Want.
That's what I do for April Fool's next year. You just take over my channel for a day.
See, but now it's not funny since people know.
Oh, I know.
Well, no, if I took over your channel for a day, I would literally... The only thing that would happen is no one would get an upload for a day.
That's very true.
Give it to me for a day. At least I'll do something.
There you go. I'll give it to James. James will take over my channel for a day.
James will just change the password and not tell you.
No. He'll have to send me the video and I'll have to upload it because he's not getting my password. But I will post whatever he gives me.
James pulls out a box of saltine crackers. I'm gonna eat all these into my microphone.
You're pulling a Jenny? You're pulling a Jenny?
Yes, only with saltine crackers.
How many saltines can I fit into my mouth?
How many saltines can I fit into my mouth?
I can fit so many marshmallows in my mouth.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Gotta shut off the stream. Bye.
Oh, that's right. Bye, guys. Well, there's another reason James wants to stream, Dad. All right. So it is 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. We have to get off and go away so everyone can go to bed, including myself. Also, I really have to pee, and I've had to pee for like an hour. So!
Did you just pee?
What? No, I peed like 4 hours ago, before the stream started. That was like at 5:30. It is now 9.
Stop peeing!
Never. No. If I stop,
actually consume. We take the water and then we drink it.
But hold on, because I have to say, do you know how many times when I was over?
Oh my God! Don't even.
He would just like stop what we were doing and just go, "I gotta pee."
Don't even fucking mention it. Listen, I have a tiny little bladder.
Honey, I'm in the mood.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
That's fine. Do it on me.
Oh God, no. Okay, that's it. That's it. We're shutting down the stream. We're shutting down the stream. Good night, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.